Oh, Nikita. Oh, Nikita. What's that song goes? All right, you ready to start? Fam, back for the second half of the Sunday presentation. Ronbo Sports. I'm Ronbo. The under was fun, huh? So we've been doing that until, as I say, all the way up until, up until probably the final week before draft night. And because me, I'm watching, everybody's going out to say free agents. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the draft. So I can make everybody mad. You know, it's funny because each and every year, though, normally my first 2 or 3 picks are right on the money. I'm kind of... I said get Christian McCaffrey. Everybody thought I was a crazy man. Now look at Christian McCaffrey. Look what Kyle did. You know, and I want to touch upon that to start things off tonight. We don't have Christian McCaffrey. I said when they went to Stanford University, Kyle, John, everybody's up at Stanford University was checking out people. And I saw Solomon Thomas out there, and I says, okay. And then I see Christian McCaffrey. That's who Kyle wants. That's who Kyle wants. I know that's who Kyle wants. Kyle did want him. I still think so. But, of course, when he got back to the 49ers headquarters, John Lynch said, okay, Kyle, this year, we're gonna have to stop that run now. I think Solomon Thomas is probably the guy that's going to be our guy for that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chalk him up as the guy we're going to pick up in the second round. Then I could just see kind of, really? Yeah, I guess you're right. I've suffered because of bad defense before, so okay. Dang. So there we are. Solomon Thomas, Christian McCaffrey's over the quarterback, Cam Newton, can you imagine Christian McCaffrey with Jimmy G? Any one of our guys. Man, that's okay. We got Jerick McKinnon now. That's what I want to talk about first. Because to begin to understand Jerick McKinnon's importance to the 49ers is to first understand Kyle Shanahan's offense, which is much more than just hike the ball and give it to the running back or pass it. You've seen him long enough. You know that's not what he's about. There's more to it. Reminds me when I first started studying martial art. Master Yu, he says, you come in, it must use his accent. You think you just throw the punch and throw the kick. It's more than that, And that's what I learned. Physical sports are more than just what they appear to be. And Kyle Shanahan has taken his offense to the next level a long time ago. He's up there with some of the greatest minds in football. So Coach Shanahan indicated he would have to make some huge changes to his offensive game plan after last season's disaster of Jerick McKinnon, who had probably been scripting out all season long with that ACL to close the closing moments of the 2018 preseason. Now you're going to do this? Get up, Jerick, get up. Oh, man. The only good thing that came from that disaster, we found out that Matty B can run the hell out of the football. That was a good thing. But while that was a good thing, there was a direct correlation. And this addresses what Big Show and some other people are confused about. A lot of people are complaining about the 49ers wide receivers and why Kendrick Bourne was a leading receiver with less than 500 yards. There's a direct correlation between McKinnon's absence and some of the issues Shanahan's offense had over the course of last year, especially the passing game. And without going into a lot of X's and O's, to put it simply pass-catching running back, right? He can change the offense's outlook on every snap. Backfield receivers can draw mismatches, exploit openings, particularly in zone defenses. You're going to set that defense on fire because now every time the ball is snapped, they're on red alert. They don't know what's coming at them, right? With what we did last season, they knew what was coming on every damn snap. So, you do that, and now you limit what the offense can do because there's no element of surprise. There's no mystery. They just spin their ears back. Everybody plays their job, and that's it. Kyle did, because he's brilliant, he did scheme up a few things. But what if he would have had McKinnon? Now, that means he's going to be able to open up things for other pass catchers at the boundaries and within the slot. Shanahan attempted to make Matty B a pass-catching tailback, but Breida's 27 receptions last season were just over half the number of McKinnon's 51 recorded the year before, and many with their offense. McKinnon had 51 recorded that year before with the Vikings. Matty B got 27. Do you know, in that case with Kyle Shanahan, if he did 51 a minute, you realize how many he would have taken in last year with Shanahan? That's what he does. Jerick McKinnon is just a big, strong slot receiver running back. Slash running back slash wide receiver. Shanahan was going to extend that role, as I say, way beyond the length that you heard about him with last year. 51 catches, not a thing for him. To give you an idea of what McKinnon's job was going to be like, Gurley's role with the Rams as well have been something you could compare to and give you an idea. Would have been similar plan with Jerick. Jerick's not Gurley. Nobody's saying that. But what Jet's role was to be is to produce a catalyst to the entire offensive attack. You take away the ignition to any engine, it's going to have a problem running. And that's what pretty much happened. The original plan was before the 49ers fell back into playing kind of basic offense, and Kyle would dial up plays here and there, but that's pretty much why Kittle was open. And you notice, here's the funny thing about it. Speed, again, at work. Kittle's biggest games last year were during the time when Marquise Goode was on the field. All of our offensive, especially during the receivers, took place when Goodwin was on the field. This is why you have McKinnon, even if Goodwin's not there. If you've got McKinnon out there just driving the defense crazy, now the defense has to play everything honestly. Now your receivers are getting open. There's all kind of spots. There's soft pockets in the zone. It just gets crazy, right? That's pretty much what the Rams did last year. But that's going to change this year. It's not about taking Matty B's job, by the way. Some people think, Matty B earned that starting running back's job. It's not about that. There are two different roles. Matty B is still going to be zipping around, See, that's another thing. What if I got Matty B standing next to Jimmy G? There's Jerick McKinnon on the line of scrimmage. What do you think that DC's doing? He's looking here. He's looking there. He's got his headphone on. All right, McKinnon's lined up in the slot. Now, what I predict is this play is going to be for him. If Breida, he's going all over everything. It's confusing. You put, what if you got both, you got Breida in the backfield, you got Juice lined up front, you've also got Goodwin and whomever, you put Goodwin on one side and put Dante on the other, and now you got George Kittle lined up there. What the hell is a DC thinking? He's thinking, good Lord, what are we supposed to do? You've got a bunch of premier athletes out there with all great speed. Jerick McKinnon is being fitted to the offense where he can excel. This is the thing about it, Jerick McKinnon. If you don't, people are saying he's a third string running back. Oh, that's so irrelevant. Where he played before has nothing to do with what Kyle Shanahan's going to do with him. Nothing. Not a thing. So, 49ers will have a solid tandem next year with McKinnon and Breida if they can both stay healthy. This is the number one thing against the poor 49ers. Can they please stay on the field? That is the biggest nemesis. Not the defense of any other team, but can they stay on the field? Well, the good news, that's the good news. Now, what to do, the bad news. Fam, if Robbie Gould is dead set to return to Chicago, as it sounds, I think he goes. If Belichick is stingy enough not to pay Steven Gostkowski, he may be considered, but a lot of people are going to be going after Gostkowski like crazy. He is the sweepstakes pickup. The picture becomes cloudy and scary. I like Matt Bryant, but Matt Bryant missed 3 games last year due to the fact he's 44 years old, or he will be when the season starts. Injuries are starting to plague him. When you get an old kicker like that, you need to be flexible. The flexibility starts to go. The back starts to get stiffer. The hamstrings start to get tighter. It's a risk. I agree, though. Bryant is the best guy. There's a couple other guys that you could consider, but fam, we're not going to get. Robbie's 36, perfect. Robbie Gould, he's the guy. If we don't get him, we have troubles. Like the other pointed out, though, in her draft or in her segment, we should not have to depend on kickers. Joe Montana didn't. So maybe Jimmy G won't have to either. And man, I don't know. I don't want to see us going for 2 points all the time because we're scared. Like when Zerline went down to the Rams, going for 2-point conversions instead of kicking a field goal. It's a scary thing, So, anyway, hey, you know what? I got San Francisco and Jim Thorogood birthday boys and asking me to say happy birthday to them. It's not my fault, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Should I do this now? Get it out of the way. Damn. It's only going to take a second. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, San Francisco. Happy Niners birthday to you. Jim Thorogood. It was his birthday yesterday. I can't believe you guys ask. People ask me to sing. My neighbors ask me, hey, what is that? It's me singing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Big Jimmy. Happy Niners birthday, Jim Thorogood. Don't get mad. They made me do it. Hey, Kim Boutro says, sup? Deanna did a great job. Yes, she did. Watching you in the SD Fleet game. Ooh, was that right? Tonight is tonight, huh? Nikita Lum says, we'll add some new pieces to the puzzle. I hope we get Terrell Williams is a huge possibility. Because you were talking about him a few weeks ago. And the Los Angeles Chargers, here comes cheap, and he's a baller. Dude can actually be, he feels like he's a number one option. Robert Gehring says, we don't need a big body wide receiver when we have an athletic tight end. Yeah, I think that's a little overrated. I do believe, in George the same way. I don't see the absolute need, but when it comes to DK Metcalf, I'm a huge Transformers fan. Every time I see DK, the first thing I think about is Optimus Prime. Because they've already got a Megatron. He's already still trying to get back in the league and get away from the Detroit Lions. But if we got Optimus Prime, that's all right with me, boy. Metcalf, NFC West nemesis. Metcalf definitely going in the first round. I kind of think so. I'm hoping. Dang, I wish we could get him. William Roberts, Hakeem Butler is big and has speed. How heavy is Hakeem Butler? I'm not checked out how heavy he is. Because a lot of these guys are long and lean, but too thin. You need, if you're 6'6", you need to be, the lightest you need to be is 225 or 230. Because, see, they're going to just whip you around like a wet noodle in the NFL. Some of them cornerbacks are crazy, man. So, is that Hakeem? Yeah, okay. Hakeem, 6'6", I see it. Yeah, he's 225. Okay, all right. Boy, he gets all his beans and rice and cornbread. Panama Queen, what's up? Sean Bullard says, imagine getting AB or OBJ via trade and then affording A.R. Anderson or T. Williams. Oh, I tell you. I just hope, I wrote an entire article yesterday. If you get a chance, check it out. 49ers are right to use caution in bringing in new players to this. I just, it really worries me. I hope it works. If we do pick them up, I really do. But I think about the days that gone by. Remember when we was golden? We was fab 2013. And then all of a sudden we had a locker room issue. And from that day, we haven't recovered from it since. Every time every detail I wrote down, I kept thinking, oh my God, no, please, not again. Anyway, we'll see. Green Lantern says we got a franchise Robbie. Yeah. Kevin Steffi says it's time. It's time. It's 99's time. It's even Vader, man. J. Ron, love that hat. Hey, thanks. J. Ron, I do love this hat myself. Something about that big SF stand up right there. He said, I have so much hair, it would be pointless to buy that hat. You can tie it up into a bun or something, man. Unless you're of the other persuasion, I guess you can braid it down. Big A and Little A. What up, not a fam? Freddie Gould says, what up? Ronbo, it's G-Block. G-Block, man. Hey, see G-Block a lot lately. All right, cool. All right, I guess I'll put on my ears and say, that's up, Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Oh, Will, man, I'm trying to. People don't understand how Jerick McKinnon. Kyle probably spent weeks, maybe even months, writing up that playbook, right? If Jerick would have went down in week 2 or week 3 of preseason, he may have been able to alter his concepts. But the 49ers had all of a sudden had to do without. Jerick McKinnon's duties was probably going to be unlimited, and all of a sudden he's gone. So that's why I keep telling people they're getting on Instagram and everybody else, man, Jerick McKinnon ain't nothing but a third-round back. Man, he went out and spent all that money on a backup. Dude ain't going to do nothing for this team. In fact, it's probably a good thing he went down. I'm sitting here looking at this, reading this. Fool don't know nothing about no football. So, But, Will, what do you think of tonight?
Well, first off, I want to say shout out to you, Ronbo. Appreciate what you do, man.
Thanks,
giving
man.
us a voice to express our our feelings and everything about the 49ers. So I appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody that calls in. Trez and Trey.
I love what you
James,
call Trez.
all them guys, man. Shout out to all them guys, man. I love y'all guys, man. We're not an empire. We're not a family, man. We need to stick together through the ups and downs. But we may have our disagreements, but at the end of the day, we not a family, so it's all good.
Yeah.
And now I want to go into John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan in the front office, man. I want to let y'all know right now, this is year 3. This is the year of no excuses. This is the year of no almost. This is the year of hitting home runs. So I hope you, Mayhew, and all you guys up there in that front office have bats on hand, because y'all going to have to hit home runs starting on the 26th, the combine. I mean, I'm telling you, man, this is a crucial year. We got to get it right. I mean, we can't make no mistakes. Every trade, every transaction we get, everything has to be on point. We can't make no mistakes. So that's all I want to say about that. So, now, Jerick McKinnon, man, the man about to be a star this year. He's about to be a star. All that tier three running backs, all that is bullshit. Whoever made those comments, I guess they got a lot to make a living.
I like that.
Because I'm telling you now, man, the dude is gonna ball out. Man, one thing about Jerick McKinnon, man, Jerick McKinnon is so quick, so swift, and not to mention the man has a crucial sidestep. When he sidesteps you, he makes you jump, and once you jump, it's over with. He gonna fly by you, or he gonna get extra 5 or extra 6 yards. If it comes down to him catching the ball in the flat, and the corner runs up full speed already there, all they're going to do is sidestep you and going to get that extra 2 yards and that first down. The dude is amazing, man. The dude has so much speed. I believe that ACL is going to be stronger than it was. So Jerick McKinnon's going to ball out, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Him, Breida, out there at the same time with Kittle, with Dante Pettis.
Now your wide receivers can eat, Will. Now everybody eats. Because the defense
everybody's going to eat.
It's got to be, they got to honor that, So,
man, they're gonna be clueless, man. When you have all these speedsters out there, like I said a long time ago, Kyle Shanahan offense is made for any player out there, any skilled player. You got some teams that run plays for specific players, you know. But Kyle Shanahan's offense is for any skilled player to get the ball. Mm-hmm. So you ain't gonna know who's gonna get that ball. I'm trying to tell you. So whatever decision the defensive coordinator make, he better pray every play that it's the right one. Because I'm telling you, man, Kyle Shanahan is the best play caller in the league. He will confuse you. He will have you scratching your head, and he will have you shitting in your pants if you caught slipping. So Jerick McKinnon gonna be a star. I believe he gonna make the Pro Bowl also. Hopefully he don't go. We'll be in the Super Bowl, but he ready, man. He gonna be ready. Jimmy G coming back. Ooh. Jimmy G has Jenny knows the playbook now. He's been out. He's been recovering from the injury, rehabbing. He's been in the field room with the guys, the coaches. He knows the playbook now. He knows it back from front end to back end. So he shouldn't have no problems. He will excel, and I believe he will be in the Pro Bowl next year. Hopefully he don't go because we'll be in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
So I'm telling you, man.
Oh, definitely. And the playoffs. Oh, after the playoff service is when they do the Pro Bowl in it. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's how some people end up there. Okay.
Yeah, and now to the defense. Defensive line. I believe the defensive line is okay. We just need an extra guy. I believe this is my opinion. I believe we should get Sheldon Richardson from Minnesota. I believe he can make a huge impact on that D line as well.
Hey, he is a free agent, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I believe he is. Yeah, Sheldon Richardson. Yeah, he's a free agent.
Nobody talks about him. That's it. Wow.
I mean, when he was with Seattle, man, dude was a beast, man. He was wrecking that the O line. So he a good piece. Let's see, the edge rushers, man. Edge rushers. Like I said, I want both edge rushers out of free agency, but if we don't, I still want Polite. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know what Arizona's gonna do. I don't know. As of right now, they getting players, and they getting good players too. So Arizona, they might. I give them a 40% chance they might make some noise. I ain't gonna give them all. I ain't gonna give them that 50. I believe they're gonna do a little bit. I don't think they're gonna do much, but I think they are. I think they're on the right track of rebuilding. But I tell you what, man, edge rushers, man, we got to get these edge rushers, man. We got to get the right people to rush this quarterback, so he can force these balls, so they can pick them off. And fumbles. I mean, we need sack fumbles. Not no sack. We need sack fumble. We need, as soon as his arm we get ready to cock, we need the edge rushers coming off and smacking that ball out, so we get that ball out. So Jimmy G and the offense go out and do their thing.
That's right.
I'm telling you, man. And Okello and Tavares Moore, that's gonna be the key position I'm gonna be looking out for. I'm from Mississippi, so I'm a Southern Miss type dude. So I'm rooting for the Tavares Moore. He showed me a lot at the end of the season.
Didn't he?
He showed me something.
He seemed to be learning
he showed me something.
every play. He seemed to make adjustments and get better. He make it beat this play, but the next play, you wouldn't get Tavares twice. I noticed that about him.
Yeah. I like him. I like it. I believe them. I think they ain't gonna address that side. I believe they're gonna let Okello and Tavares
work it out,
fight for that spot. So I mean, they may get a corner, but I don't know.
One last point, Will, because we'll wrap it up. Go ahead.
Okay. Free safety, Earl Thomas. I still want Earl Thomas, man. Earl Thomas. I mean, I'm telling you, it makes sense. It just makes sense. It's the right piece. It's the right piece to the puzzle. Jacoski Tart. Marcel Harris gonna take your spot.
Because Dallas cannot afford Earl. I've been checking down. I've been watching everything about Dallas. They cannot afford. If Earl Thomas accepts an incentive package, I'm not going to be able to believe it. That's all they can offer.
Let me tell you something about that. I got a friend of mine that's a Dallas. He's a Dallas Cowboy fan, and he always tune into the news.
Yeah.
They said that it was a report out. He found out saying that the Cowboys don't really have to pay Dak and Zeke this year. They can do it next year.
Yeah,
they
that's
just supposed
true.
to sign. They try to sign Lawrence. So I don't know. I don't know. So that kind of got me scratching my head, but I don't know.
But still, Will, if they pay Earl now what Earl wants and take care of DeMarcus, the funding is still lean. Is it going to be enough to carry over the next year? And can you keep Dak? Can you keep? Hey, don't those guys? Zeke was a first-round pick. He gets an extra year. Zeke's got to wait. They'll pick him up for a fifth-year option. But Dak has got to be paid next year, and he's going to get. If they keep him, that's big bucks. So it's going to be interesting to see how they work this out.
Yeah.
That's the number one
But
problem.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get out, man. Oh yeah, one more thing. I want to make a bold prediction, Ronbo.
Right.
During the combine, starting February 26th all the way out to March the 4th,
That's right.
I believe that it's going to be 3 trades made by the 49ers.
Ooh.
3 trades. But the thing is, I don't know who they're going to trade for. I don't know which one of our guys are going to wear, and I don't know what guys are going to come to us. But I believe during that time period, 3 trades will be made.
All right.
One of them may be involved with AB or OBJ, but it's up to John Lynch to pull that trigger. He got to show me. He got to show me that he's gonna pull that trigger. He got to show me something. But that's my bold prediction. 3 trades will be made by the 49ers during the combine. So we may get some players, but
They'll be talking.
I just don't know who.
They'll
We'll just have to
that's what
find
they
out.
do at the combine. They talk. All right. I will. I'll see you
All right.
Sunday. Oh, Sunday. It's already Sunday.
All right.
I'll tell you. I'll see you tomorrow. It's Monday Night Raw. I'm trying to tell you what Sunday might be. Yes, I will. But wait,
All right,
we got to
man.
have Will's
Not the
exit.
Empire, man. Here you go. Not the Empire. Shout out to everybody, man. Fuck Rudy. Fuck the Rams. They lost.
Yeah.
They lost and they broke. I acquired Brandon Cooks for a 5-year, multi-million-dollar deal, and then catching out a damn pass in the Super Bowl. Les Snead and Sean McVay, y'all full of shit. Y'all broke. And y'all on Sunset Boulevard asking for change. All right.
Will's add to that every day.
Good
I
night,
love it.
everybody.
All right. We'll have a good night.
All right, you too, man. Take it easy.
All right, fam. I didn't know Brandon Cooks signed it was a 5-year deal. Hey, San Francisco. In San Francisco, the Niners will destroy the league this season. Thanks, San Francisco, for the contribution, fam. Thanks, San Francisco. I can't beat it. It's too nice. Empire Strikes Back, 49ers. This is going to sell birthday song singles this year to pay for Super Bowl parties. No, we're not. You're going to make people mad. Nathan Breida. Yo, Ronbo Sports, I need the phone number. Yeah. Just get the app. You got to need a PIN number too. Your phone number and the PIN number. It's in the app. Go ahead, download it. It's free. Download that. Get all the info. Anybody, if you're watching right now on YouTube for the first time, you want to call us, just get the Ronbo Sports app. You'll see it anywhere you get apps. And as I say, there's no charge. And just go in there and you'll see the phone number and the PIN number and all the other goodies I put in there. Kevin Stabby says Taylor is most underappreciated receiver of all time, in my opinion. Yeah, but I got to tell you, Kevin, you talking about Trent? That's about to change. A lot of people don't realize he recovered from a back surgery procedure during the offseason last year. He's making clear to everybody he feels fine now. He's got Wes Welker over there to impress and be taught by. Look for Trent Taylor to go absolutely buck wild again. Remember, we're talking about the guy that was the number 1 slant receiver year before last. Snozzle Shabizzle says, can anyone explain the difference between franchising and just giving the man a nice contract money-wise? Just close the deal, in my opinion. Clarification on that, Schnozzle. So, the franchise tag is a result of not being able to come to an agreement with usually the player's agent. The agent saying, oh, you know what? Here's what Robbie Gould means to you. 49ers, he could take you to the Super Bowl almost single-handedly. You're going to score points. We know that. But you're going to get games we're going to need a reliable kicker. 3 points could be the difference between you and glory. This is what we want. And then Parag Murphy's in there. Your arrogance is not going to make us change our mind. Let me become the Godfather. One thing I've always done is dealt with foolishness with equal foolishness. Now I'm going to tell you this. I'm only going to tell you this once. We're willing to pay for a 4-year deal with a guarantee of this amount. If not, he's not going anywhere. We'll franchise tag him and have things under control. You make a decision. That's an offer that you can't refuse. Hey, D'Angelo Mosley says, how many 4-12 teams you see get ranked in the middle of the league overall? That's because they know when we get healthy, we will be a problem for the league. And you, D'Angelo, you know what I'm talking about? I keep telling people, that was an 8-8 team last year, at worst. But they needed everybody to be home. Oh, Daniel, go ahead. I was thinking of that kicker the Bears released, Cody Parker, and he's actually really good. I need a lot younger than Robbie Gould. His kicks were really high in there, and he didn't have a good offense. Hey, you know what I think about Cody? It's cold in Chicago, and they say that affects kicking a lot. What if he came to Santa Clara and he was just straight muddy due to the weather being favorable? Of course, we do have to play some games on the road that are cold, but still, I do wonder. Okay, we'll see. Okay. Hey, Stevie, come on in here, Stevie!
Oh,
Stevie. Oh, hey, Stevie, hold on. Hey, Coach, check your Twitter, Coach. I got back there. Check your Twitter. I want you to check that message out. Stevie, go ahead, man.
what's up, Ronbo?
Stevie, man, I was sitting there wondering, but like I said, and I know you agree because we've had conversations about this before, because the 49ers ain't nowhere near as as last year's record indicates. And some people are basing all their thoughts this year and all the things we need, all the things they want to do, they're basing it on last year's Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard ran team with nobody on it but George Kittle and a couple other people. I just say, man, come on, man. If the guys come back, that is an 8-8 team last year minimum. Well, Stevie, what do you think of it, man?
We
and
was
tell me
actually
about
almost
Jerick
an
McKinnon.
8-18 this year without him.
Oh,
If you count the Green Bay game, the Chargers game, and I think it was another game on
lost
top of that.
2
We were
games
really
to
like
Cardinals.
7-9.
2 games to Cardinals.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Green
So
Bay
you
game.
get them
That's
2
3
wins,
right there.
8-8 without Jimmy Garoppolo.
How about the Giants game? Did we have any business losing that game? You see what I'm saying? The Chargers.
Yeah, Akello.
Man.
Akello was one of the problems.
They beat him on every shot. But
You don't put him on Odell.
You know what, though? He did
But they
a halfway decent
though.
job on Odell half the game. Odell wasn't as busy all game as he could have been. So I give him a little credit on that. But, he still got away when he had to. Damn it.
Yeah. So, Rumbo, I went to the first the AFF game today. I went to the Atlanta Legends versus the Birmingham team.
How was that like?
Yeah, so I see. Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was actually good though, because the Atlanta team offense sucks. So, but their defense is good. So it's just imagine now. I know how the fans felt who were actually at the games when we had C.J. Beathard at quarterback, and our defense was actually doing somewhat good at the time. I still don't trust solid, but they were doing somewhat good. Now I know the feeling now, because at that game they were screaming to get the other quarterback in. So but we had a lot of players from our team on those 2 teams though, which is not kind of good.
Yeah.
We got guys, what I'm saying, that was with the Trent Brown era. That's all on these AFF teams.
Stevie, while you was out there,
let you know how that goes.
Did you see anybody on defense out there that could come from that league over to the NFL?
Yeah, Tyson Graham. He was actually with us.
Oh,
he was actually with us. But we I think 2 years ago he was with us, but we had so many safeties that we had to let him go. And then he went to the Falcons. But then he was on the Falcons for all last year. Then this year he just signed with the AFF team.
Okay, because I'm wondering, is anybody go ahead.
And I seen Quentin Patton today too. QP,
man. QP is going to be the star of that league. he had a pretty good game in that first week I saw him. Controversial play they called back, but yeah, QP is going home in that league. So.
Oh yeah. Him and Trent Richardson. Trent Richardson scored 3 touchdowns today.
Yeah, Trent. I noticed him. They're on the same team. Yeah, they're on the same team, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're on the same team.
Yeah.
But back to the Niners though. Ronbo, we like Will said, it's gonna be some trades at the combine. We're not talking about it now, but if Dwayne Haskins and Kyler Murray and whoever, Drew Lock and all those quarterbacks do good at the combine, you expect us to trade. Cause I still feel like we're gonna get somebody in free agency, and we're gonna get one of them edge rushers. We're gonna pay that big bucks to the edge rushers. Everybody know we need it, so I'm pretty sure the Angels like, the Niners are not a bad team. All they missing is you. So just look out for them. So guys like Trey Flowers, which I feel like we're really gonna go get Trey Flowers though.
Because Belichick ain't gonna pay him. Belichick is not gonna pay him.
Oh yeah. Belichick, Belichick don't never pay him. Like Chandler Jones, I don't know why he traded him.
God, I know. How about what's that linebacker's name?
Jamie Collins.
Jamie Collins, man. Belichick, why would you do that? So Belichick has no problem letting people go that can play.
Because he had a great system. Maybe one day we could be like that and have a great system.
I know, right?
Let good players go. But until we get rid of Robert Saleh, we won't.
Oh.
You got Robert Saleh calling those badass defense plays.
Oh man.
Putting Solomon at defensive end.
Oh.
It's gonna be a long season if we do that again. But we're gonna be good this year. I feel like we're gonna at least, I say 10-6 this year. I'm gonna say at the least. That's the least for me because the schedule's not that hard. It's just when we play the Ravens away, with Lamar Jackson at quarterback. If we had the right pieces, we could stop them just like how the Chargers did.
We play the Ravens
because we almost beat the Chargers without our starters. We almost beat the Chargers.
I know.
So we're fine. And then all that talk about we don't need a number one receiver because we got George Kittle. Rumble, that's not going to work. That's not going to work because who's going to create separation? Marquise he hasn't been as consistent as he used to. Now, mind you, I understand he went through his family issues, so maybe that played a part in it. But at the same time, we still can get separation when Jimmy G was there for the first 3 games. Because that Chiefs game, we weren't doing nothing in the first half.
But Steve, did you notice who was missing after the first game, first half of the first game? And did you notice who did gain separation?
Marquise did get hurt.
And did you notice who did gain separation? Yeah, Marquise was gone the first 2 games. And Marquise was gone longer than that. Did you notice who did get separation, though, amongst everybody who you had Dante? I'm telling you, Stevie, he cannot really be covered. If
I compare him to like a Keenan Allen. I feel like he could get there. If he trains with Chad Johnson and keeps doing better, I feel like we might have a steal in him, but that was just his rookie year. We our draft classes always have a sophomore slump besides Kittle. Hopefully this won't happen this year.
Sophomore class, almost every except for George, everybody's all of a sudden they couldn't play, and Ruben lost his mind. So we had a weird year.
Yeah, so hopefully it won't happen like that this year. Like we need it. We need to take off this year. I think they know it too because they know the fan base is restless right now. We need something because even the NFL analysts, they were like that Monday night game. I forgot which. I think it was the Giants. They said the game was so boring and dull. Like it was just they need excitement in the stands. Now, I haven't been to a 49er game home, but I don't know how it is on TV. It sounds dead, so I don't know how it is in person. Hopefully, it's not the same in person. Maybe they're just talking because they hate it. But hopefully it's not like that.
I can't wait to see if we're in any primetime games again this year. Because remember we had all in primetime games last year? They had the 49ers set up for 5 primetime games. Put primetime Jimmy in motion.
If we get the right players in free agency, they're going to give us the primetime game. We get just Antonio Brown and Earl Thomas alone will give us 2 primetime games off rip with the Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
True.
So,
especially since they're playing the Steelers. That will be a night game. But if they do pull AB, that is the prime timer. AB, Jimmy G versus Roethlisberger and his old buddies. Woo! Damn. So
yeah, we're gonna be all right, Rumbo. I just want us to get some players. Now I want to see what do we have in mind? Like who are we trying to get? Because they're not saying anything right now. Everybody else is saying something besides the Niners. So
look out for Terrell Williams. I have a feeling.
I like him.
I think that's gonna be the guy because they don't want to pay. AB is probably the way Lynch thinks. I got a feeling he's going to be afraid of AB, especially with AB hollering all of a sudden about my guaranteed money is going to be guaranteed. Oh, AB, man, would you chill? God damn, you want to come or not?
Yeah.
So I don't know about him. And OBJ, I don't think the Giants are going to really let him go. Everybody thinks that's going to happen, including Jay Glazer. I don't think so. The Giant owner would have to
Neither.
be,
You're
he'd
not
be
going to just
ran
pay
out of
him
New
$90
York.
million
Yeah,
and all that. So who they going to have to replace him? If they don't have a contingency plan, they're not going to get him.
that's right.
You're going to have a quarterback with no weapons, and then you're gonna be sorry again. So what's the purpose?
And look at the quarterback you got. They need another quarterback. See, that's why I don't see him leaving. Steve, we got to wrap it. I tell you what, I meant to contact you the other day. Steve, tonight, I promise I'm going to contact you. I will talk to you about some things. All right?
I got you.
All right, Steve.
All right, Ramo.
Talk to you later, fam. Yeah. And Razor, you're right, man. People don't know. And you know what's so funny about that, Razor? The reporter said the other day, the 49ers, ideally, if they could pick up Antonio Brown, you put Antonio Brown and Marquise Goodwin on the edges, that wreaks havoc with any defense in the NFL. For some reason, people don't like to give Marquise credit. Granted, last year was bad, but the year before, who was Jimmy G's net? Every time things went south, who did he find? Goodwin. I'm just noticing the truth. If he could pick up 1,000 yards in a half a season, what am I talking about half a season? 5 weeks. Only be like with a whole year with Jimmy G. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Christopher Gray says we don't need a tall wide receiver for red zone. We need a tall wide receiver that can run and is physical because of catch ranges and home run plays. Christopher Gray gets it. Gets it. Big don't mean a dang thing. Big can be covered if he got no speed. Big's got speed. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. So, Ray Arvizu, what's up, Night of the Faithful Empire? What's up, Victor Rojas? Should I say my name? I can never just. I'm Victor Man. I can't say my own name. I'm too shy, man. People be saying, "Bravo, man, you can't be doing that to your own name." Ronbo! I know I did it. I'm sorry. Christopher Gray says, we already did that one. Oh, here we are. What's Gucci? I like JP said, what's Gucci? I will come back with you in a minute on that. Anthony Baker says, hey, they got your boy on the NFL channel coming to us, baby AB all day. Hey, Antonio Brown's cousin, Hollywood. I'm not sure what's going on here now. Oh, no, we already did this. Oh, hey, down here. Hey, John. What's up, John? Oh, I got James. I got names everywhere. James. Come on in, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
James, I'm sitting there ruminating. The reason I was inspired, because I was into it with a dude the other day on social media like I tend to do. I don't know why I get those. But he said, man, I don't know what the 49ers meant by going out and getting a third string running back. Wait, the third string running back? He was a backup to Hall of Famer first. I mean, Adrian Peterson. Most people go sit down if Adrian Peterson is in his prime. I understand what you're saying, though, about Latavius. With that, Latavius, he was running behind last year. See, the Vikings' offense was not really designed for a guy, and he still caught a lot of passes last year, but it's not really designed for a guy like Jerick. But this offense is designed for Jerick. Just let him get in the hands of Bobby Turner and Kyle Shanahan. Then we'll see about a third round back. I still don't believe you said that. But go ahead, James.
Yeah, well, I tell you, I want to first give a big shout out to all the callers and stuff. I appreciate what the guy Will said earlier about, the Niner Empire and how everybody is through the thick and the thin. You got to stick in there and hang in there because you win some and you lose some. But I really do think this year is going to be that year where we're going to shock a lot of people in the league with Garoppolo coming back. And I got a feeling Kyle has already realized that, hey, wait a minute. I got a number one back in McKinnon, but I can exploit defenses extremely now with having McKinnon and Breida on the field at the same time, where you got one going in motion and the defense is like, well, wait a minute. You got Breida or McKinnon going in motion. Just say Breida going in motion. And you've got Dante Pettis to the left of Jimmy Garoppolo and Marquise Goodwin sitting right there by George Kittle to the right of Jimmy Garoppolo. You understand? And I know that, you know, some people are saying, yeah, you know, we could be so much better with, you know, I'm just going to admit it. I'm not on the AB or the OBJ train. I'm just not going to be on that train because, first of all, I'm looking at seeing Dante Pettis in his second year with Jimmy Garoppolo, okay, with the rest of the receivers we got. And let's not forget, in Shanahan's scheme offensively, those running backs are considered basically receivers. So if you, on a lot of plays where he's got McKinnon and Breida in the backfield, okay, and one of them are going in motion, or even say if it's 3rd and 3, okay, and it's Juice and Breida on the field in the backfield, and Juice goes into motion with Dante Pettis sitting right there to the left, and Juice motions to the left side of Jimmy Garoppolo. We're still Breida sitting in the backfield, and then Marquise Goodwin and George Kittle sitting right there to the right of Garoppolo, man. A defense is sitting there like, what? Wait a minute. Whoa. Who we going to cover? Now, we got to double team that number 18. You surely got to double team number 11. That big tight end, all he's got to do is catch the ball and lean forward. That's 4 yards when they only need 3. And now that fullback is motioning and motion. Listen, man, I can guarantee you, Kyle Shanahan is designing a team where we're going to kill defenses if we can stay healthy. We're going to literally kill them. And the thing about a quarterback like Garoppolo throws receivers over. You understand? He anticipates where they're going. And some of the throws, some of the catches, I mean, and some of the play, the design of the play by Kyle Shanahan, you got guys wide open down there. And it's only, you know, it's only going to get better. But I will say this much. This is what I wanted to say. Also, let's look at, I think it was 1979. They had drafted Ronnie Lott. And we were a 2-14 team. We were a 2-14 team. And they turned around and they drafted Lott in 78 with Montana. Excuse me. And in 79, they drafted Keenan Turner, that outside Sam linebacker. And we went to the Super Bowl that year, and basically teams couldn't stop us. And then they brought in the veteran Jack Reynolds over from the Arizona Cardinals, a purity blue-collar linebacker that probably in meetings he's sitting there with his uniform on, thinking about playing football, all helmet, chin strap already chinned up, and he's sitting there looking like he's ready to go in the game right now. And this is in a meeting. And we got Keenan Turner, and that whole defense just started to accelerate. And they were dominant. We won the Super Bowl, and they were in the locker room saying after the Super Bowl, hey, we're going to repeat. We're going to do it again. And they did it again. So my point in saying that is simply, with this second pick in the draft, I don't want to see him pass it up. We need to take Josh Allen. I'm just going to put it out there like that, because right now, Malcolm Smith may be one of the ones that we'll mention about the last caller mentioned about the trades that's going to happen in the combine. Well, they'll probably trade Malcolm for a kicker, man. Okay. Yeah, it's a possibility. They may let him go for a kicker. Somebody.
Malcolm Smith? Well, I wish they would. If somebody would take Malcolm Smith and give us a kicker, I'd be delighted.
Yeah. And if it's a good kicker, they could get him and Jimmy Ward in a package deal.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you ask me.
That'd be,
Yeah, I'm telling
yes. It doesn't have to be a great kicker, just good.
No.
Okay.
That's exactly right. I don't understand. I mean, if they franchise Robbie Gould, they're not going to pay him no more than $5 million for the season. And I know his heart might want to be in Chicago, but I think if they franchise him and, other players go to him, Jimmy, Jerick, and them, like, listen, man, just give it one more year. We're telling you, we're ready to get there, and we need you. You're the pinnacle piece.
That could be bothering. That could be bothering Robbie. You see, he mentioned that one of his requirements. I need to be on a winning team, y'all. Dang,
well,
Robbie, that's cold.
I look at it like this, man. He can pretty much believe he's going to be on a winning team if he stays there because
he'll be one of the reasons why.
So this is our year, and going forward, and not only going forward, but I'm telling you, dominate, because I'm kind of looking at some of the things that Kyle Shanahan is doing, and it's kind of like basically a blueprint of the way Belichick has been with the Patriots. And a lot of good things could happen for us
Plug
this
and
year.
play. Plug and play.
The Patriots are going to let probably Trent Brown go.
Oh, they already did. Pretty much.
If we can get him back and get him to stay off them double cheeseburgers for lunch, breakfast, and dinner.
He ain't gonna do it, James. He ain't gonna do it. James, we gotta go though, James. Our time's up. Let me see you tomorrow night and continue talking about Trent Brown and them fat burgers.
Hey, no disrespect to nobody that likes to eat, because I like to eat myself. It was just a joke,
But see, you haven't been told by the coach to come in at a certain weight. That's
I'm trying to tell you. And then,
God.
Then he's probably coming in with one of them dual packs of them big bags of them Cheetos, man. Snacking on like, Coach, what's the problem? What I did today, man? Oh, hold on a minute. Let me get me a napkin, man. I got Cheetos all over the place. Excuse me. I ain't mean to leave that on your desk like that. But anyway, yeah, man.
All right.
All right, Niner Empire, Niner for life. Thank you, Ronbo, for what you do.
Thank you, James. Look forward to hearing from you tomorrow. Oh, yeah. This James, always the good stuff. Let me correct Dolanite real quick. Dolanite. You going to tell me Trent Taylor was Jimmy G's net? Please go back and look at the yardage difference between Trent Taylor that year. How many 100-yard games did Marquise Goodwin have? How many 100-yard games did Trent have? How many total yards? Dolanite, you've got to be kidding. I understand the dislike for Marquise Goodwin to some small degree. But let's not just start hating on the man for no reason. Come on. Hey, John.
What's good, Ronbo?
John, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm feeling excited about the offense and how it's going to change complexion next year. Jerick McKinnon, Kyle Shanahan, they had plans last year. We're going to get to see what those plans were this year. People think that it's possible that we had a bust. I kept trying to argue with that. So this year we're going to find out who was right. Is Jerick McKinnon a bust? Which he wasn't before he even came to us to begin with. But in Kyle Shanahan's hands, I see success. Success over and over and over. And the whole offense is opening up to just destroy teams. John, this is your call. Let me stop. What are you feeling here?
I just want to chime in. I didn't really get a chance to hear Deandra's general management.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
what did she come up with, man?
It replays, of course, on YouTube. You can catch her. She did a great job, too.
Okay, yeah, I did hear James put that Josh Allen out there. So I'm with that.
Josh is everybody's favorite.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Who's that?
Yeah, I'm with that. I don't know who that is, man.
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, Ronbo.
Yeah, hold on. We'll continue in a minute, fam. Hold on. Okay, go ahead, John.
Yeah, but I'm anxious to see this free agency thing take shape, and hopefully, like I say, we make some good moves and I'm anxious, man. I'm real anxious. I've been hearing the AB talk and Odell talk. It is what it is. We just gotta wait and see what happens. But I'm not a Goodwin hater. I love to keep Goodwin and game one of those guys, but I know that's probably not gonna happen. As they say, money talks and everything else walks.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we'll
It'll
just have to
always be
see how
that
it go,
way.
man. But I am anxious to see what they're gonna do. I was curious to know what part of Mississippi is Will from. I'm from Mississippi myself.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, there you go. Will, Will,
yeah.
don't forget to tell us next time. What part are you from?
Yeah, I'm from around Natchez.
How do you pronounce it?
Natchez. Like
Natchez,
matches,
Mississippi.
but with an N.
Not matches, but Natchez with Natchez, Mississippi. All right. There you go.
There you go. But we need some help on that edge, man. Like I say, we get us an edge rusher. I think that back end tighten up a little better, and we need us a playmaker still. So we get us a playmaker on the offensive side of the ball and get us some help on that edge. I think we gonna be pretty tough, Ronbo. A lot of those games that we were playing this year, man, we were in those games. It just came down to the final 2 or 3 minutes of a lot of those games. We just didn't close them out. And that was with third-string quarterback play. So, with Jimmy there.
That's amazing. And still won 4 games. Really, when you look at it, John, the 49ers probably should have won but 2 games. CJ lost. I mean, he lost in such a sad fashion. And then when Kyle finally realized, I can't play him anymore. We would have won a couple of games. I do wonder if CJ would have been able to beat the Raiders. Yep.
Hey, Ronbo. That's not me. I don't know who that is, Ronbo.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, go ahead, John.
Themselves.
Guys, please don't unmute yourself when somebody else is talking. Please. All right, go ahead, John.
I think Kyle was trying to save face with the Washington deal, the Redskin thing.
Yeah.
CJ got some clout in the league, even though he may not be
I forgot.
as good as he'd like him to be.
His famous relative. I think his grandfather.
Right. So I think that was what that was really all about.
I forgot.
But hopefully we beyond that, But like I say, it is what it is, man. I know you got other people wanting to talk, man. I'm gonna go on and clear the line.
John,
and
appreciate you, fam.
I will be listening tomorrow.
All right.
Already, man. Good night.
Right.
Good night, Ronbo.
You have a good night, John. Yeah. H4, see, you know what I'm talking about. Witherspoon, I'm telling you, man. Look, I put him on my breakout team for next year. I saw something in him the last couple of games before he went down to injury. He's coming around. He may not be fantastic just yet, but watch for a different Kittle next season. When you get that many reps, you automatically either get better or get out. Kittle had so many reps last year, it's crazy. Because they wouldn't throw it, Richard. So they kept throwing it in Kittle. Kittle's learning more and more every day. He's got how many throws he get in a week? Oh, man. William Irv says, my bad, Ronbo, that was me trying to get in and tell him I'm from. Oh, I'm sorry, William. Williams was trying to tell John. Williams was trying to tell you he's from Vicksburg. I couldn't recognize your voice, Will. But he's from Vicksburg, Mississippi, Will. John. Thanks, Will. I'm sorry, we didn't know who he was. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to 650. You're in San Mateo, California. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, it was this.
My name's Robert Barker.
Hi, Robert Barker.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey. Well, welcome on in, man. What do you guys? What's going on?
So I'm thinking
I know where the 49ers need to go. I know where the organization needs to go. You guys need to pick up Tyrod Taylor from free agency and build around him.
Notice the silence. Wait, you said what is it? Your name is Robert Barker?
Yeah.
Robert. Now now explain. Now why
He's
would
probably
you pick
a Ram fan.
Robert, why are you giving us Tyrod Taylor? We don't need Jimmy G. We're going to use Tyrod Taylor?
No. You need to get an O-line. Get Tyrod Taylor.
This is the comedy show.
Kick him off the line.
Finish the joke.
I
want to hear the rest of it.
No, because the run game is so important.
His mama did not slap him enough as a kid.
Robert, we're not going to put kick Jimmy G to the curb and let Tyrod Taylor. Baker Mayfield just ran Tyrod Taylor out of Cleveland. Why would we do this? Explain.
Well, if you don't get Tyrod, then you need to draft Kyler Murray. He's a generational talent.
Probably. But I got a feeling the Cardinals are going to do that. Actually, to tell the truth, with that, I'll go along with it. I do not want him in Arizona. So, yeah, it's a little weird. But anyway, Tyrod Taylor. Okay. Robert, can I ask you a question? Are you a 49er fan?
No.
Who do you support?
No. The Raiders.
You gave us Tyrod Taylor.
Kick him off the line.
No,
I think he's amusing.
Listen to me now. If you can't get...
You know nothing about good quarterbacks. You have Derek Carr and John Gruden.
You need Lamar. Hey, don't talk shit about Derek Carr. If you can't get Tyrod,
Jimmy G is 10 times better.
Really need.
Time, let him finish. Go ahead.
Dude, Derek Carr is elite. The franchise quarterback. Okay?
But why?
Jimmy G is more of a franchise quarterback than Derek Carr. By far.
Look, listen to me out. Listen. You need Lamar Jackson.
You're a Raiders fan. We shouldn't have to listen to you.
If you can't get Tyrod, you need to trade for Lamar, okay?
We don't need a quarterback.
To build around
Robert,
if we did need a quarterback, those guys don't fit the system.
Yeah. Robert, we're going to go now. And Robert, thanks for sharing.
He's a clown, man. His mama needs to smack him.
Let's go to Wilmington.
You guys are just delusional.
I knew the Raider was going to come out of him at any moment. Get him out of here. All right, let's go to 30. Area code is 302, Wilmington, Delaware. Hello. Wilmington.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, you need to reduce your volume in the background there. You're getting feedback.
I just kicked you off the speaker. That's why. I just kicked you off the speaker.
I'm sorry.
How you doing? How y'all doing tonight? I said, how y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. What is your name?
This is Keith, man.
Keith.
You know, I ain't call you all season.
Yeah. I do remember the name, though.
Yeah, I was disappointed, man, but we looking good, though. We going to be all right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy was talking about last.
No, he confessed. He confessed he was a Raider fan. I knew he had to be anybody, but he could not have been a 49er fan. He could give us Tyrod Taylor? Why in the world would he do that? Okay.
That don't make no sense. Had to be high for something. I don't know.
Some serious stuff, right? Good Lord.
Yeah,
had to be synthetic. Dang.
Goodness gracious.
Go ahead, Keith.
I'm looking into the draft, man. A lot of people talking about the guy, Josh Allen. I don't have a problem with that, but I'm looking at Bosa, man. Nick, man. As far as the talent-wise, the big games, guaranteed. As far as talent-wise, and putting his hand in the dirt and getting to the quarterback. With both of them, they both do it, but if I'm looking for a guaranteed guy to come up that edge, Bosa's my man. For the second pick. But you can't go wrong with either or. But I just look at the teams that the division that he's playing in. Big Ten football, and he's coming off my team. Ohio State. I'm a Buckeye fan, so Why not bring another Buckeye in? As far as AD, I think that'd be a good pickup, but at the same time, we really don't need him. Our offense is basically set for next year. We got a lot of guys coming off of injuries, and I think our offense is set. It's more defense, getting the guy from Minnesota to get that backer right, to get the linebackers right, and maybe Earl Thomas, but I'm trying to keep a couple of odds. I think that we have enough talent that people have been banged up. So.
But Keith, in that case, you don't have to spend the big bucks, but get some solid depth if you're going to go with it. Because I'm with you. I didn't want to say anything because it's really popular. I kind of climbed off the AB train as well. AB's talking about guaranteed money all of a sudden. He's coming in like he's going to want to redo his contract. AB's got 3 years left on that contract. If he's going to come in hollering and screaming about, I'm here and I got to get paid. Oh, no, AB, man. We just bring you here to continue with your contract. Now, if you start talking about guaranteed monies, increases in salary, you're already getting paid quite a bit. Let's not go there, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, if you can get him for what he got left on his contract, that's cool. But as far as rebuilding and all that crazy stuff, he's 30 years old. The game is there. Don't get it wrong. The game is there. He's going to perform on the field. It's just that I don't think that with the talent that we have at the wide receiver core, we should be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Kyle makes everybody open and looks good. So
yeah, see, that's the thing.
This playbook, we should be ready. We're gonna be able to score. Robbie Gould, I had a couple people that that I heard, the couple shows I've been watching, saying, let him go. We need him. There ain't too many clutch kickers. Yeah, we need him.
How many bad kickers in the NFL? There's so many bad kickers in there. I've watched so many games and laughed because we had Robbie Gould. I said, he missed that ball. He missed that goal post wide left. How many feet? Good God. It's funny. It won't be funny if one of them dudes is on our team. That's a scary thing.
Yeah.
Man.
We need him.
Ooh.
Franchise tag him or give him the $15 million, whatever you got to do for the 3 years, because it's guaranteed with him. It's guaranteed. I don't even think he really missed the field goal all season. The ones that they counted for missing the ones that got blocked.
Damn.
So, that's a guaranteed guy right there.
Kicker's serious. I'm trying not to get worried about. There's so many nice things to think about, like Jerick McKinnon's return and Kyle opening up his playbook to be able to fully function. I mean, Kyle would be like one of those guys sitting back. Those guys you find online playing games. They got reputations of not being able to get beat. That would be Kyle, because that's all it is with Kyle. His whole game is like a big joystick. Kyle's just really good. So I'm not worried about added personnel. Not really.
At all. It's more defense. It's
defense,
more defense.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, it's defense. Defense. We need guys to get to the quarterback. As far as that, I know a lot of people was down on Witherspoon this year, but I think he's going to have a bounce back season as well.
He left last year looking decent. Really, he wasn't. Yeah. You just notice Keller wasn't getting beat to death the last 2 or 3. The Broncos want nothing more to do with Keller Witherspoon. I understand their quarterback is, Case Keenum's okay, but I think he's ready. He just had his sophomore slump. I think he's ready. Next year he could be really ready.
I think he's gonna have a breakout season. I think Sherman is going to take him under the wing a little bit more this off season and have them guys back there that's young prepared. Like I said, Earl Thomas coming, that's even better because we have another guy in the back end. Where you get Charlie and all them guys ready, you know what I'm saying? But
I know, but they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be. I think Jerry Jones and I think they'll be panhandling on the street to subsidize Earl's salary because Earl wants to come back bad, and I'm not sure what the Dallas Cowboys are gonna do. But Jerry Jones really wants him. We'll see how that story develops, though. Keith, we're gonna go. Hey, Keith, I'm tell you what, man. I'm gonna see you tomorrow night if you got some time, huh?
Yes, sir. I'll be calling in, man.
They be looking for you too.
Niners Nation.
Yeah.
Niners Nation, y'all.
Keith, Empire.
Yes, sir. All right, bro.
All right, Nikes. Oh, God. All right. Hey, Coach, come on in, Coach. Coach got it. I'm reading. Coach has a deal that's going to help us out with the kicking situation. Go ahead, Coach. Come on in.
Hey, Ronbo, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Good. Okay. Two things about our kicker situation. Robbie Gould is, yes, he's an unrestricted free agent. However, we can franchise tag him. And if the Bears want him, which it looks like they might, they'll give us something for him.
You'd have to.
We can make the deal. And waiting in the wings is a kicker almost, right now he's actually ranked higher than Robbie. And his name is Dan Bailey. You ever hear of him?
Oh, I was reading about Bailey used to be with who did he come from a while back? Was he with the Hawks ever? Wait.
No,
Minnesota.
you're thinking of Hoska. Yeah, he was with Minnesota last year, but he actually came up through the Cowboys.
I knew I heard the name. I was trying to figure out where have I heard of Bailey. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Now, I can give you some quick stats on him. Right now, his career average stats from, from 30 to 39 yards, his completion percentage is 96.8%. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Let me correct that. 95.2%.
That's 90s anything.
Completion.
Yeah.
Yeah. His from 40 to 49, he drops down a little bit to 88%, but he's still number 2 on the top 4 guys. Now, inside the 29-yard line, he's at 95.92%. So now, where's our offense? Okay, we get problems in the red zone. We're going to be down inside the 30-yard line. Bailey is almost 100% kicking there. Similar numbers to Robbie Gould. So we don't lose anything there, and he's 6 years younger.
That's
31.
huge. That is huge.
Yeah. He won't demand the highest salary. We can pay him well. We could pay him $3 or $4 million. And we could trade Robbie to Chicago
and get something for that since
Chicago go where he wants to go.
Wants him so bad. Right?
Yeah, give us a draft pick or two, and shoot, and we're in good. We need the draft pick.
Now, Coach, you got to make that deal kind of soon to make sure, because if Chicago doesn't bite, then we got this kid you're talking about. You got Bailey and you got Gould. Now what?
Well, no, you don't sign Bailey. You don't sign him. You bring him in for an interview, but you don't sign him.
And make sure Robbie
until
sees
that
him.
Tag. Right. So, in other words, you're pressing Robbie a little bit on both ends. Yeah. You're squeezing him a little bit. Okay. He's got to make a decision now with his agent.
Coach,
shoot, should I just stay in San Francisco then and resign?
You know what? I have a question on that, there, Coach. Is Robbie bluffing? Is he hedging? Is he pushing for a deal? Or does he really want to go back to Chicago that bad? Is this all a ploy?
I think it could be, it's probably half and half. I mean, I think he would like to stay in San Francisco. He likes the locker room and the players there and the chemistry. But he also has, I mean, you got to think common sense, right? About
11 years.
How did he leave Chicago? They kind of dumped on him, right?
Yeah, it wasn't very nice, yeah.
And last year when he beat them in the overtime game, or the last seconds of the game, remember when he kicked that winner in Chicago?
Yeah.
He was staring down their sideline and fans like crazy. So,
yeah.
I mean, the players had to grab him. He was
he was really celebrating, wasn't he? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I think there could be some truth to what you're saying. I think he could be bluffing a little bit. And if that's the case, we franchise him anyway. And because it locks it up. And if the Bears want to make an offer and Robbie says, hey, all we do is ask him, hey, would you like to go to Chicago? I mean, we want to franchise you, but because we want to work out a long-term deal maybe, or at least a 2 or 3 year deal.
Right.
But would you really rather be in Chicago? If that's the truth, he says, yes, I'd rather be there with my family. Then, okay, we'll do the deal with Chicago and let you go.
Yeah.
And then we signed Dan Bailey the next morning. Matter of fact, you might even have him waiting out in the waiting room.
Are you right?
Just so nobody else
have a
watches him
secretary, you just have a signal for her, just maybe hold your finger up or something like that to let her know, to tell Dan he can go ahead. We're okay. Because you got to play these kind of games. The agent is going to play these kind of games. He's going to suggest that when you get top dollar from the 49ers, you are one of their MVPs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for a $20 million deal, 3 years, $20 million. We're going to make sure we get a $15 million guarantee. Robbie, how do you like that deal? Robbie's going, yeah, if you could do that one, I'm good. Because that sets him up fabulously, right?
Yeah.
Because they could be playing games.
I mean,
that's what you do.
Yeah, you just cover your bet. You hedge your bet either way. So that's all I'm saying. And at least your team is covered with a decent kicker in case he leaves. It's not a guy who's been missing a bunch of kicks.
Yeah.
He's in the upper 80s and 90s in his kicks, and he's good anywhere up to 49 yards. Mm-hmm. And that serves our purpose perfectly.
And the pressure of the moment, you know how some guys, the moment's bigger than they are, and they'll come in. Cody Parker might be that kind of a guy. There's a lot of kickers like that. As soon as they run out on the field, all that open space in every direction, the bright lights coming down in their face, they freeze, and the ball goes wide, left or right. And I say, he probably makes that kick all day in practice. But he comes out here tonight. We need him to make that kick, and he's wide to the left. God, that ball, man. So that's a scary thing.
And I don't like bringing Matt Bryan in because he's 44 years old. Bill Dawson's 44.
Leg is going
Sebastian
out.
Janikowski, we already know he's choking like crazy lately. And he can't cover on kicks anyway.
Oh, boy, yeah, we've seen that.
And
as Richie James is running down the field. Coach, we got to go, Coach. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to talk to you a little later. Hopefully you'll respond to my email. So I'll get back to that.
I'll be watching it.
All right.
I wasn't watching it, so I'll keep an eye on it.
All right.
I sent you a reply already.
Good. All right, Coach. Talk to you later.
Go, fam. Go Niners.
Yeah. All right. And, Kevin!
Ronbo, what's up?
Kevin, I'm telling you, man, I'm excited after having my conversation with, notice I said after having my conversation with the Jet the other week, I'm convinced now that he is the answer. He's going to be our Allen Iverson.
Who's that?
Jet McKinnon.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. I think he's going to be just fine.
It's going to help that offense. Because like I said, you need the ignition. You got to have those spark plugs firing. If Jet McKinnon brings, that's the catalyst to get that offense going. Because people talk about, we didn't have anybody catching the ball or receivers with this and that. I said, you have to realize lanes and everything opens up when you got the kind of game that Kyle Shanahan has. But he can't have half or a percentage of Kyle's game going on out there. You got to have it all going on. Now things will change. But
absolutely, Ronbo. And this goes back to full circle to the whole Antonio Brown thing. And I hate to keep talking about this. I wish it would just die. It's not going to. But Ronbo, we keep getting people calling in saying you don't want him because he's a diva. It has nothing to do with being a diva, Ronbo. It has everything to do with being a professional. Okay. The National Football League is professional football players. Antonio Brown, has been enabled by that franchise in Pittsburgh. Tomlin, the whole 9 yards. Allowed to show up late to meetings. Streaming post-game locker room.
That's my favorite.
Right. So, and people say it's because he's a diva. No, it's because if he comes to San Francisco and he were to do any of those things that he did in Pittsburgh, Shanahan is not going to have it. And then on top of that, Ronbo, we're one of the youngest teams in the NFL. You bring in a player like that, he's going to be 30, 31 years old. Yep. His prime is past him. He's going to deteriorate. But you're going to pay him $30 million over the next 3 years. That's if he doesn't want to renegotiate a contract. And have him come in and expect to be able to skip meetings, have his own place during training camp. All these little luxuries that he's had in Pittsburgh, he's got a rude awakening coming. And we don't need that. And it, like I said, it's a cancer. It's a cancer. It has nothing to do with him, having a blonde mustache and the way he dresses and being a diva. That's
that
fine.
is annoying, though.
Let him do that. Mr. Big Chest. Let him have all that fun. But he's not a professional, Ronbo. He's not a professional. And I mean, that's the bottom line as to why Antonio Brown will not be a 49er. And I can guarantee that Shanahan and Lynch are not going to bring him in. And it's not the diva thing.
I've got a feeling you're right. I keep because I already see Lynch looking at, and they're serious about character. If they judge his character as being non-beneficial, but it's kind of, you wonder, would they really do it? I think it's too expensive too. Kevin, 3 years left, $30 million contract. Antonio be 34, 35 years old. We're paying him that kind of money. Or even if you front-ended, he's going to want guaranteed money. That's why he's already talking about guaranteed money now. Because if he comes into San Francisco, the 49ers are going to say, listen, we're going to give $15 million guaranteed. What? Antonio, be reasonable. We're talking here, you're 31 years old. You got 3 years left on your contract. We don't even want to renegotiate that, but you do. And then if it gets I don't want the stickiness. I want the 49ers to focus on the season coming up. Don't start arguing with Antonio Brown going into the season, and then, like you say, something goes wrong during the course of that time. I like him; he's a good football player, but I'm not sure if I can say bring him. I'm with you on that. Worries me.
Yeah, and I mean it's like is it Deandra who did the mock draft earlier?
Deandra,
yeah. Yeah, that was her point of saying if we were like one player away from being in the Super Bowl and winning it. I could possibly see it, Ronbo, but we're not there yet. We're not at that stage. So it was a really good point that she brought up, and I really enjoyed her mock draft. It was really well done.
Yeah, she did a good job in it, didn't she? And sensible, really well thought out. Like you're saying, if we're one player, if we're the Patriots, we tell Pittsburgh, okay, you want my first round pick? It doesn't matter. I'm Bill Belichick. These are the Patriots. We are the dynasty. You give us him, and we can continue our dynasty because we're like that. We're one player. Oh, wait, we could have had a wide receiver in the Super Bowl. We'd have beat the hell out of the Rams, but all we had was Edelman and of course, Tom. So, we did the best we could because Hogan went out on him. I don't know what would happen to him, but he screwed up royal. So, Belichick makes that deal, but we don't.
Yeah, I agree. And the one receiver I think, Ronbo, that could help us. And I mean, I really don't think we're even going to go that big on receivers in free agency. I don't think we need to. But if we were to, Terrell Williams from San Diego.
I know. I think so.
I really think he would be a lot better fit. He's younger, and there's no drama there.
Yeah,
he's still hungry and needs to prove himself.
And long. I mean, he acts exactly what Kyle's looking at. Watch and see. Kyle goes after him. Terrell Williams is fast and tall. That's what Kyle wants. He wants guys that are long, can run, and can gain separation. Julio's forte. If you're going to play on Kyle's team, don't be coming in just big, and that's it. You got to have some speed. I think he's going to like that kid. There was some talk about him a month ago.
And I would really, I want the players that are still hungry, Ronbo, not the ones that feel entitled, that are going to come in expecting to be able to skip, meetings and come in late and, all this stuff that, like I said, Antonio Brown's been afforded the luxury of in Pittsburgh.
I can't imagine. Would he be that brazen? I can't believe he'd come in late to me. If Antonio came in and continued his same way, I'd be shocked. He knows better than that. Jerry Rice would kick his ass. Well, you know what? We may not even have to worry about this.
Right. Yeah. But you're talking about something he's done his whole career because Pittsburgh allowed it.
Something's got to change.
It's just is that worth a $30 million risk in your eyes? It's not mine.
Oh God! Tell you what, let's continue this tomorrow night. We're out of time, but yeah,
All right, Robert.
Kevin, I hear you.
But I
really
wait
do.
till we can stop this talk and start talking about the good stuff, like you said, like you were saying. Like
we got a few more weeks to go before free agency's over. We'll see. All right, Kevin.
Yep. All right, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You too. Yeah, I got exposed. But you know what? I've been not really crazy about it, AB, because I'm scared of him in one way. But he does bring a lot to the table. But maybe only one more year or two at the most. Bill.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Hey, Bill?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Bill.
How's it going, beloved?
Sitting back here crying about the Antonio Brown possibility, but I'm thinking more about.
Don't even sweat that, my brother. Don't even sweat that.
No, I know. I'm thinking, I wonder.
Well, here's what's up.
Go ahead.
Here's what's up from the Fluffy Ninja.
Oh, it's Fluffy Ninja. All right.
So finally, I'm on. Finally, I'm back on.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what's up. I personally suggest that we go a little bit more conservative. Maybe pick up a Dante Fowler, a Golden Tate, and then maybe Josh Allen in the draft, and then slowly just reposition ourselves, get ready to move on. I wouldn't want to spend all that money on AB. And I'm not saying he's not worth it. He's a phenomenal athlete, but I just feel that we could do more with less. You know, we have Pettis, we have Goodwin. You know, we have a lot of players that are still developing in the system. Why bring somebody in that's going to cost that much money when we could allocate that money in other places that we could use it? You know, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. But if we are going for somebody that's going to make a big impact, yeah, definitely going to make a big impact. But I think we could do more with less.
I agree. And if you're gonna get another wide receiver, I got no problem going to get another wide receiver because Garçon's leaving. You go ahead and you get your Tyrell Williams. And Golden Tate's not going to cost that much. This is a tough receiver, you know. Also, you draft one. There's so many tempting looking receivers in this draft. You know, I still think that's a good idea. I really do.
Absolutely. And if DK Metcalf were to drop to the second round, which I doubt it, but
get DK in the first round, trade back up.
Or trade back up. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, the next year's draft picks, if we're expecting to be as good as I think we can be, give those up.
Yeah.
Trade them off in order to move up.
Next
it just makes more sense.
round?
I mean, yeah, who cares if we were going to pick 32? That's fine with me.
Or in the mid-20s.
Whatever overall next
right.
year.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to hold you up too much, man. I love your show. Love what you do.
Hey,
over here from Pensacola, my brother, you know, mad love for you, brother.
Hey, thanks, family. And good to hear from you tonight. I've seen a Fluffy Ninja name. I always got a kick out of that. Fluffy Ninja!
All right, God bless.
I'll see you on social media, fam. All right. Have a good night.
All right. Bye.
Oh, man. And there he is, weighing in at 185 pounds, standing 6'2". He uses the what's your favorite move? I know. You use the same moves as John Cena, the FU. I'll tell you, Linwood. I can't get enough of John Cena. Boy, I tell you, between John Cena and The Rock, man, the dudes are amusing. But Linwood, you're equally amusing, man. What's up? Linwood. Where is the wood? The Linwood. I'm gonna get a few of these. Linwood might be rebooting or something. Donnell says, did anybody hear about Robert? Hey, did we talk about Robert Kraft when that first broke early in the week? Seems like we've talked about Robert already, and his enjoyment of the ladies. I think maybe on social media, there's all kind of mimes and jokes. They was breaking into all kind of CNN and every news outlet. This late breaking news: Robert Kraft has been found soliciting. And I said, what? No. And then he put his picture up on the screen. It is Robbie. Robbie, what are you doing, man? Are you serious? And then somebody says, well, you know, his wife died. And I had to stop laughing. We did talk about this, so I can't laugh. I didn't know his wife passed away. But somebody says, Rob, you're Robert Kraft. Take a plane, go to Denmark, go to some place where it's legal and nobody's going to film you. TMZ's not going to follow you to Denmark. And then, you know, just don't be silly. So now he's got to go around explaining what he was doing, and that's pretty embarrassing. And also we did. Yeah, Dollar Bill, we heard about it. We laughed about that pretty hard. The head of a dynasty is out paying the lovely ladies tonight. Coach says, hey, we're signing a minimum of 5 free agents this offseason. Mark my words, 4 will be defensive players who will start for us. Is guaranteed. All right, Coach. Harvey Huegas. Oh, wait. Is that right? Oh, he said, what's up, Night Empire? Defense, defense, defense. Oh, I need to get that little fence and a D. I got to get that. Okay. Anyway, Daniel Andre McKinnon and Breida will tear it up. I got a feeling you're right. And Linwood Linwood, are you ready? Linwood? Why do you get the feeling that Linwood is in his kitchen barbecuing and somebody ran in from the kitchen door trying to rob him of his barbecue? They've got Linwood down on the floor gagged and tied up as they eat up his barbecue.
No, the worst thing was,
Linwood?
so I had a thing just like this.
Linwood?
This was, I reached over my thumb. It's still.
Linwood! Linwood can't hear us. He's doing something in the back. Linwood?
And I was like, reserve quick. Man, pump ball.
Linwood!
This motherfucker, yes.
Linwood, he doesn't know, he can't hear us. Okay, Linwood, when you do hear this, we're going to come back after you get through with that situation. It sounds like it's pretty bad. Hey, Tyler.
Ronbo.
Tyler, will you do me a favor? Be the host for a minute. I need to run to the little boys' room. I'll be right back. All right? It's the Tyler Show.
All right.
I shall be right back. Tyler's always got plenty of things to talk about. I won't be that long, I promise. Oh, my goodness.
Guys, listen.
You know what? I got to stop drinking. Whoa!
Guys, listen. Jimmy Garoppolo is the greatest quarterback of all time. This man is the key. You watch that tape, it's clear. There's nobody that's ever going to be better. He is better than Tom Brady, and it's inevitable. You cannot deny this man is the greatest quarterback of all time. You know how you know? His winning percentage. The dude has won 80% of his games. Nobody else is ever going to accomplish what this man is going to accomplish. It's Jimmy Garoppolo is the key to the car. You cannot drive without the key and the engine. So you could say Jimmy is the key and McKinnon might be the engine. But I think Jimmy possesses both the key and the engine. Jimmy G is the key and the engine. This man is easily the greatest of all time. And it's undefeated.
Oh, gosh. I had too much beverage. Bartender, give me another Bud Light. No. I'll take a mead. Razor. Tyler.
I was saying, I gave her a little
I couldn't take
presentation on why he's the greatest of all time.
What in the world? Tyler, what'd you say to make Razor drive in here at that speed?
I was joking around for one thing, but I was talking about why Jimmy G is the greatest of all time.
Razor drove in. Razor, you take exception to that?
I can't. Real 49er fans won't deny it.
Razor, now your response to that real quick before you say goodbye until you get back.
Wait, I didn't hear him.
He says, real 49er fans would agree that Jimmy G is the greatest of all time. Is that what you said, Tyler?
Okay, first of all, that whole thing that I was talking about, I was joking around.
Okay.
But if you're a real 49er fan, you won't deny that.
Razor, can you accept that?
No, I
We're not going to overhype Jimmy that much. He's good, but he's not the greatest of all time. Joe
I'm
Montana
I'm kidding around, man. I'm
Yeah,
joking.
he was joking. Hey, but you never know what's going to happen in the years to come. Maybe we're a little premature with it. But anyway, all right. Hey, Razor, we'll let Tyler finish, and you come on in here and beat him up in a minute, okay?
I was just kidding around, but okay.
Tyler, go ahead, man. Tyler, but really, seriously, I'm looking forward to what Jerick McKinnon is going to bring to the table into this offense next year. I bring it up because a lot of people don't think that Jerick McKinnon is going to make any difference, and I'm trying to understand, how did you come up with that?
Clown.
Especially when you're looking at the plans that were blown up due to the fact that he wasn't able to stay. What are you thinking?
I want to keep all these guys on the field. I mean, the speed is going to kill everybody, man. Speed all over the field. It's just, yikes. It just sucks. Like, all these fast players just can't stay healthy.
Oh, I know. But there wasn't hamstrings like fast guys usually do. We're talking knee. I mean, Jerick with a knee. Matt Breida's ankle would not heal. Do you know George Kittle was playing with broken or bruised ribs for a number of
Cracked
games?
ribs.
Was it cracked? Yeah. But George, he was playing with a flat jacket on. But George stayed on the field, though. You know? I mean, the team is crazy. I mean, these guys are getting killed.
See,
out there.
George Kittle sets the example. Kittle is one of the biggest leaders in that locker room. Like, people don't look at him like that, but he is. Because, like,
oh, yeah, especially now.
He works, man. Like we talked about the other day, he turned down an ad or promotion thing to get ready for the 2019 season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this man is a beast.
Love it. And then Trent Taylor with the back surgery last year. Who else on a, and then you look at Pierre Garçon, whose body just I think Garçon's true. His body just refuses to heal. So I think he's done.
Dude, like, at least a couple times a year, Goodwin will break a big play.
Yeah.
If that man can stay, he missed 5 games because he lost his twins, and he missed a couple games because of injury too.
Yeah.
So
and last year, same thing. Last year, same thing. Goodwin almost got 1,000 yards. How many games did he miss last year? 2 he missed 2, I think.
17, yeah. He missed I think 4 in 2017.
Oh, was it up to 4? I remember 2
he would have
he had a
1,000.
concussion.
He was going to have 1,000, but then the Rams wanted to knock him out cold.
What if Jimmy G would have played the whole year? He'd have well over 1,000.
It would have been 11. We would have been 11-5. I calculated all those close games and everything.
Man.
Would have been around 11-5. This year would have been about the same thing, approximately.
We got to get healthy. I hope this new science, this new program they're on, it's got to work. It's got to
Yeah,
work.
like you remember when he took that slant against Arizona and took it for a touchdown?
Who are we talking about?
In Arizona, Goodwin.
Oh, Goodwin. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good.
Yeah. That's you just see the explosiveness and he's able to break off and make those plays. That's what kind of stuff I love. Like, just catch a slant and take it for the touchdown.
This is or 30-yard or 40-yard game. He had the longest. That 2017, he had the longest. He had a bomb last year from the Giants. He had a bomb last year in Green Bay with CJ. You're always going to get at least 1 or 2 of those from him every year. You can always feel it. You know.
You'll get more than that if Jimmy's out there.
Yeah, well, that's what we got to get Jimmy out there.
It's just so fun to watch Jimmy play. Like, you watch him, just like the body language and everything. He's just so fun to watch.
Smooth.
He's not I'm not going to say he's as fun to watch as Patrick Mahomes, but you know what I mean?
Well,
he's
nobody's
really fun to watch.
I mean, Mahomes out there throwing with his right and left hand. That still freaks me out. But Jimmy throws a sidearm shot, and he did it before. Remember that shot to Trent Taylor, that touchdown year before last? That was pre-Patrick Mahomes. Jimmy can make those throws.
Yep, and then the people, although what bothers me, people were talking about Patrick Mahomes and no-look pass. I'm like, well, you're stupid for not looking, for one thing. But, whatever.
He does that a lot. You know what? That's going to get him. Sooner or later, he's going to mess that up. It is funny to watch him do that. But when it fails.
When they're playing the Rams, he was putting up Madden stats when they were playing the Rams, 6 touchdowns and 3 picks.
And that I thought the NFL wanted that. I thought they were going to cheat for both teams. They did, the guys. But, I said, man, you can't cheat the Patriots.
6 touchdowns, 3 picks.
And,
It's like Madden.
well, that's again, good defense is going to stop that. That's why when people start saying about we need more playmakers, Big Show, you need to get some playmakers on defense too. First.
Yeah. Well, we're not as far away as everybody thinks. We got to keep the majority of our roster on the field, man.
Yeah, they'll compete.
It's tough because we always want to say, oh, we're going to do this and that, but we can't really know that with our history of injuries.
And it's a bad one. Good grief! Everybody on the team. Oh, man, even
I don't think Jimmy's going down again. I don't think that'll happen.
Oh, well, he's been told he will not be running around. I mean, I was looking for Kyle Shanahan to come up injured at some point. Can you see him on the sidelines walking around with crutches too? Kyle, my God, what happened to you? I'm showing the guys some things in practice because they wouldn't get it done, and yeah. Tyler looks like Tyler. We're gonna go ahead and make your final point. We got to go. Tyler?
Jimmy G.
All right, yeah, because you already made that point. That's why Razor drove in.
Healthy. Jimmy G needs to stay healthy. He needs to stay away from the hoochies. He needs to look out for himself.
Yeah.
Because he is precious. Like, I think it's going to inspire the offensive line to block even harder.
It will.
Give everything they got. They're like, this is a precious piece of china. We can't let it drop. Like, we can't. It's like I don't care what anybody says. He's not like Tony Romo where you just where he's glass and you just drop him and he breaks. But he's precious.
But Tyler, we really
block for him.
Tyler, we really got to stop. I tell you what, I'm going to see you tomorrow night. Okay.
All right, Jimmy Goat, Rob Ballou, forever faithful, Matter Empire Nighter for life. I'm in on the trend. Bye-bye.
There goes Razor. Oh, God. Razor! Is that Razor?
Yeah, I'm here.
I thought the cops because I knew if you kept parking the car at that speed, the cops were going to get you. So I was worried. Razor!
I had to run him off, Ronbo. I had to run him off.
He's a kid. You know how they are. They've always got to be slapped back into place. But Razor, what's up, man? I'm telling you. I saw you taking a shot at me because of my boy Keith, man. You're right, though. I'm a Keith dude, man. I love that dude, man. But what are you thinking tonight?
You will die.
Still pumping Keith, boy. I'm telling you, man, the dude is going to go crazy next year. I just got to keep him. You know what? It's a terrible thing. I just hope Keith, the family planning center they go to next, please get somebody who knows what they're doing. I don't want Keith out in the middle of the season all broken up mentally because he can't play because of these things. He wants a baby. Somebody, please help him. But anyway, Razor, what's up?
No, I don't always agree with the man with the initials of BS, Big Show, but
and Big Show, don't blame me. Razor came up with that. I hadn't even thought about that. But your point is, Razor, now that you've just crucified him, oh, God.
I don't always agree with them, but he is right with the whole weapons thing. I know back when I used to call a lot, I would mention, we don't need weapons, defense, blah, blah, blah. But the way the offense looked in the first weeks, no one was getting open for Jimmy, and Jimmy were like, who is this dude? Did we just pay him and now he sucks? No, nobody was getting open. I mean, Matt Breida was a bright spot for us in the beginning before Kittle broke out.
Dante
Kittle broke out.
In that Minnesota game.
Yeah, Pettis had a good touchdown catch. But other than that, I mean, no one was really getting open. And, I mean...
Razor, but does anybody consider the fact that offense was like completely rearranged the last minute? I don't even know how the 49ers, did they stay involved in any game that first 6 weeks was a miracle. So, you know, you can blame about receivers not being open, but I don't know if that's all there is to it.
Well, yeah, you got a rookie right tackle. Richburg dims up to the hype. I mean, it's a lot of things. It's not just the receivers line problems. I mean, we overpaid for Richburg. I mean, we overpaid for McKinnon. We overpaid for Garçon.
How do we know? We haven't even seen him yet.
Well, Richburg, I mean,
I'm talking about McKinnon.
McKinnon,
Yeah, Richburg's another story.
Okay, McKinnon will be a product of the system. He has talent. No, there's no doubt on that. But he is not worth what we paid for. You know, like that money that we paid for is Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott,
Bell would never accept
Barkley.
that. Bell, that's too
I know.
low.
No, I know. I'm just saying the top money. Like McKinnon should not be paid number 4 overall of running backs. There's no way. I mean, he was a backup in Minnesota. He was utility player in Minnesota.
Oh, Razor,
I think he'll
please
be.
don't use that. Okay, but Razor, what does that have to do with coming into a new system that fits him?
No, I'm not saying he'll be bad. I'm just saying that pretty much what I'm trying to say
From
is
his
that
history?
we're overpaying players to come here that should not get paid that much. Like Richburg and McKinnon and Garçon should not be paid that much. So I mean,
I agree with Garçon.
We say the whole Parag.
That was a waste. Malcolm Smith, that was a waste.
I forgot about Malcolm Smith. But there's another one.
God.
Malcolm Smith. I mean, we talk about Parag saving all this money. I mean, we're overpaying for these dudes, and I don't know, Ronbo. I mean, I'm not saying McKinnon is bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying he's not worth to be paid the highest.
I
paid
still think the jury should wait on that one until at least week 3. And then you get at least an idea.
Good.
Is the figure way off? Is it I just wonder is he good enough that he warrants at least a mil or two off from maybe. I mean, that's what I'm curious about. Is he going to be the reason why the offense clicks? If that's true, Razor, yeah, you got to pay that.
Well, okay, Ron, but you see the running backs that are inserted into this offense, they all do good. Like people brag about Mostert being good. It's not him being good. It's the system.
True.
Mostert is.
But he's not a pass catching guy. Mostert's not a pass catching guy. And neither is Breida.
Mostert is a gunner. He's not a running back for us. He looked good because of the system, because of the coaching. Mm-hmm. McKinnon will do good, but literally every running back in the system does good. Like there's all the different Bronco running backs from the past with Kyle's dad, they all did good. I mean, Troy Davis, he did well.
Hall of Fame did, yeah.
Yeah, see, I mean, they put a running back in the Hall of Fame.
But how come Joe? What happened to Joe?
Joe didn't want it, Ronbo.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. It's true that they're good with running backs, but you need to have a certain amount of skill. And in this case, Kyle Shanahan says, "I'm bringing this kid here because he can catch the ball out of the backfield. Now, I can destroy a defense with this kind of a weapon." You know, this is where McKinnon's value comes in. He's got a special skill set that they wouldn't use in Minnesota.
Oh yeah,
because that's not the kind of offense they run.
No, yeah, of course. I mean, he's gonna ball out when he has a chance to play. But I'm just saying, like, we shouldn't have to overpay for these guys to come in. I mean, yeah, I'll give McKinnon a pass, but Richburg, Garçon, Malcolm Smith, Gary Gilliam.
Well, at least they corrected that mistake. Gary, can I talk to you for a moment? Yeah, Coach, what's up? Gary, listen, we're going to move on. You got your release papers. You see Katie out in the front office, and she's going to finish out the paperwork with you. And listen, wish you the best of luck. Coach, you don't even want to talk about it? No, Gary.
Also, another one that we were paid too much. I'm going to say it. I don't care. Juice. There's no way we should pay a fullback that amount of money. Yeah. There's no way.
Especially, boy, he did not. Jimmy made him. When he was, you know what's so funny about Jimmy Garoppolo? Everybody's game goes up a notch with him. Last year, because he was struggling through trying to learn the system, things sort of went back down to earth. But if he has that system down, by now he might. This could be very interesting to see. Juice will look a lot better next year, especially after this length of time. everybody you've seen, Razor, could be going up a notch. This could be interesting next year, especially with G.
Yeah. I'm not comparing Garoppolo to Brady or Rodgers, but he brings everybody up. Like, who else is gonna succeed with Edelman and Hogan? Like, everyone says, the slot, the white
beat people. God.
The white slot receivers. I mean, how many teams can do that? I mean, Matt Ryan, he needs Julio to be good. He can't succeed with white receivers like the Patriots have.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll take Edelman. Edelman's bad. He's a tough dude. I think Edelman, if he wasn't doing football, I think he'd be an MMA fighter. He looks like an MMA fighter.
Yeah, and real quick, one thing before I go is why are we okay with paying these below average players, but it's not okay to bring in a proven talent like an AB or just an example like most of the fan base is okay with being below average. Like, the money that we're wasting on these other players can go to real talents that are proven, like not just these guys that, oh my God, like they did this before, or guys that are up and coming. Like, come on now.
Yeah, but I understand your point on that, though. But you know what? With AB, if he was a few years younger, I think the 49ers would jump. He's really getting louder about his money. He wasn't talking about his money up until, last week or two? And then it was okay. But all of a sudden now he's talking about his guarantees and everything. Damn, AB. You wasn't talking about that until now. How come?
I think a lot of us are overhyping the whole age thing. Receivers play well into the 30s. The whole 30s thing is mainly for running backs because they take hits every play.
Yeah.
Running backs and linebackers and strong safeties, corners, receivers, what else? Quarterbacks, kickers. They all play well into their 30s.
But Razor, you know the one thing we most of us are concerned with also that are not crazy about the AB thing. We're still seeing receivers running around open in Kyle's system. So if the system isn't, what is the point? You know what I mean? It's that he gets paid more. He's open to. I don't know. To me, it just seems like unnecessary to some degree.
Well, look,
that's my
Kyle
only point.
He's always had number one receiver everywhere he's been. In Houston, he had Andre Johnson.
Yeah.
He had a Pierre Garçon in his prime in Washington.
Well, he's got George
Julio
Kittle
Jones.
now in his third year, and Kittle is going to be unstoppable next year. I suspect.
George Kittle is a tight end. We need an outside.
Nowadays, the way offense is designed, if the tight end's got skills, he may as well be going by another name. But anyway, we'll see, because I still got faith in Dante Pettis. I really think the 49ers got something there, but we'll see.
No, I have faith in Pettis. The thing is Goodwin is not reliable right now, so.
Now, I know everybody's picking up my boy Goodwin, but you guys got to leave Goodwin alone next year. As soon as Jimmy G gets back, because him and G, that's a team. That's like Brady and Edelman damn near. So I ain't even going to defend Goodwin. He'll take care of himself next season. I don't know why people hate on him like they do, but that dude's badass. I like him. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, but I'm not saying we need an AB, but at least we need another weapon on the outside.
Yeah. Well, maybe. We'll see what happens. But anyway, Razor, man, I'm gonna see. Hey, Razor, come on back tomorrow, man. All right.
Okay, I'll try.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right, peace.
Hey.
Ready.
Same old sorry ass Rams. Oh. I gotta get the whole thing now. Hey, Linwood.
What's up, Rambo?
Linwood, there was something unpleasant going on in your house a little while ago. You sounded upset.
No, I was upset because I missed your first call.
and then I kept calling you, and then we heard something went on.
I missed your first call. Yeah, so my dilemma was I missed your first call because I was watching John Wick kicking some ass, and I was like, with no volume. So I was just watching that to be entertained and like listen to all the commentators. And I've been online for like waiting for like over an hour and a half. And I was like, oh my God, I have to piss. So I jumped up.
Well, I know that feeling. I had the same problem. In fact, we must have went to the same time. Tyler came in there and started talking about Jimmy G was the greatest of all time, and I'm hearing Razor driving in 100 miles an hour and parking, and then it was pretty. All hell broke loose there for a minute.
I was like, so I went to grab my phone, and when I grabbed my phone, and I could hear you volume. He's like, 185 pounds, this and that, blah blah. Linwood.
Yeah, I was giving you the whole intro. Linwood.
Yeah, so I was like, well, Ronbo doesn't know who the fuck I am. I'm 6'3" and 245 pounds.
Look out for Linwood. That dude is getting ready to play half. Wait a minute, 240, 6'3"? No, we got to put you at linebacker.
So I went and put my big ass thumb on the phone, and boop, it hit the red button and killed you. I was like, damn.
Listen, tonight, it's all about Jerick McKinnon and what the heck are we going to do without Robbie Gould. And Antonio Brown conversation, of course, is I know how you feel about that. Is seemingly it's working those who think that we're overpaying, as Razor says, we're overpaying for what he calls so-so players, and yet we refuse to want to pay for Antonio Brown. What is your feeling on that? And tell me about how you feel about Jerick McKinnon as well.
Well, Ronbo, I'm going to address all those issues.
Yes.
First and foremost, last time me and you spoke, we were hee-hee and ha-ha and so damn much that you said, all right, save your draft and first, because you had your GM on that Friday night.
Oh, yeah, right.
Save that for Sunday. And I was like, all right, I will, and we hee-hee and ha-ha. But I'll make it quick on that. Jerick McKinnon. We'll touch base. I'm a speed rush. Jerick McKinnon. We don't know him. He's never played for us. But the one thing we do know is Kyle Shanahan has faith in him. And he is a beast, physical running back that Kyle Shanahan placed his plans behind because, first and foremost, he's got great hands that he can send out to catch the ball. Now, we have Matt Breida and Mostert. We both know, and everybody else knows, and the whole nation knows, they can do the same thing. They can run out as running backs for our team. 3 running backs. Jet, he's more physical and has great hands for the catching prospects. That's why he designed his plans around it, because he was like, he can honestly catch too. His great hands catching. So,
I'm a huge fan. He also is going to make the rest of the offense work. When you got a guy coming in the backfield that does all those kind of things, it screws up the defense. They don't know where they're getting hit from. So that's why you got to have him.
Hey, Ronbo and Linwood.
Yeah.
Hey, just let you know we're not a nation, man. We're an empire.
Somebody did use that term a little while ago. That's pretty funny. But
Linwood just did it right now.
Linwood, you say nation?
If I did, I apologize.
He didn't even went right by me.
Never again. Never again. All right.
Anyway, he'll be careful. Thanks, Sheik. Hey, throw the flag on Linwood. Oh.
Sheik the freak, really? Sheik the freak. Come on, Sheik the freak. Hey,
sorry, man. I had to get you.
Hey, you know what? My other handle in there is right now, because I just rebuilt my computer. And I have a new handle. I have a new handle because I had to build an 8-core computer.
Check you
NFC
out.
West Nemesis.
That boy's got
NFC
skills.
West Nemesis. Yeah.
Anyway.
So anytime the fam sees me in there, NFC West Nemesis is my new handle.
All right. NFC Nemesis. I like that. Linwood. All right, Linwood, what are the points you want to make? Because we've done the Jerick McKinnon. What else? Because we're running out of time.
All right, real quick, Ronbo. Real quick. I'm going to make it real quick. And pause me. everybody's against Eric Armstead. Eric Armstead is here to stay, bro. I'm just saying. That man is a powerhouse. If people don't know, Eric Armstead, everybody wants to bash the man, but he is here. He is ranked up in the top 3 as the best run defenders in the league, next to Calais Campbell and Javon Clowney.
Is that right? I didn't even know about that. And I'm an Armstead fan. I knew he was number 2 as far as lineman on the 49ers, but dang. You know, he's always been famous for something.
He only runs second place as a defender, gets to the ball at 13.6%. Is only second to Calais Campbell, which runs first place.
Damn.
I mean, Armstead is a beast. He is here to stay. We need to sign the man.
And Linwood,
just saying.
It's no coincidence that Armstead played the whole season and D-Buck had his best year so far. See, but he can't get no love. Get rid of him. So I'm hoping Armstead weathers this storm, actually. I want to see what he looks like one more time. You know?
Oh, no, he's getting paid. I think he was ranked in the
PFF.
Pro Football Focus, 3rd to 2nd best ranked defensive lineman. He even had more pass rushes and more pass rush protection against the quarterback than DeFo Buckner.
Yeah, well, no, he gets pressures. He gets pressures. He's always been pressures. He's got to get there though. People don't recognize pressures. They only recognize sacks. But like a lot of coaches say, pressures are actually more important. That's what helps your secondary. If you don't get to that quarterback, if you can freak him out, that works as well. Linwood, I'm going to see you tomorrow, fam.
All right. Will do. But hey, Ronbo.
Yo. I'm listening.
Real quick.
Yo.
Can I give you the dream scenario?
If you could do
Real
it like
quick,
in
I'll make it quick.
30 seconds, go ahead.
Timing. Dude, Ronbo say
All right, go ahead.
Crazy. Trey Flowers, Tyrann Mathieu. 1st round draft pick. We trade back to the Jaguars. We get their 7th round pick. We kick up their corner. And we get Rayshawn. Here we go. Oh. We get 2nd round pick. We get the Ramsey.
Yeah.
As their corner.
Yeah.
We pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
And we get Rashawn Gary as our 1st round draft pick.
I like that.
We covered all our bases.
And all within 1 minute. All right, Linwood. I'll see you tomorrow, fam.
Peace.
Razor's up here campaigning against my boy. Razor, man, he's up here working McKinnon. Razor! 912, Brunswick, Georgia. 912. Hello, 912.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What is your name?
Jacob.
Jacob?
Yep.
Hey, Jacob, come on in, man. What's going on?
Hey, Ronbo, how you doing?
All right, man. I'm sitting here. I'm doing battle over my favorite players. Razor is one guy. He's not crazy about Marquise Goodwin. Now he's working Jerick McKinnon. Do you see anything wrong with these players?
No, I mean, Marquise Goodwin, when he was with the Bills, he didn't show a lot, and then we got him. I've been watching his combine a lot. I mean, Marquise Goodwin, he can be consistent when he has Jimmy Garoppolo to support him or any of the backs in the backfield or even the O-line to block. I mean, if there's even one other player, now we have Kittle thrown into the mix, and Kittle's getting obviously in his prime. So now,
that's the thing.
Defenses are going to have to start planning.
Kittle's not in his prime. That's the scary thing about George Kittle. Kittle has yet to reach his prime.
Now that I think about it, you're right.
Oh, Jesus. What is he going to be like then? But go ahead.
Yeah, that's insane. I was looking, and he's only 25 years old. I mean,
that's it.
You look at Rob Gronkowski and he's 31, and he's played this good for years. Now, just imagine a Rob Gronkowski that's just as strong but way faster. That's how I view Kittle. Exactly. I mean, Kittle can route run. He has the speed, the strength. If you watch Kittle's highlights, he drags 2 or 3 corners 7 to 8 yards. I mean,
You can hear him
when he's
growling
starting to
as he's
go
going down the field dragging dudes. Kittle's a beast.
Exactly.
An absolute monster. And speed.
I can't wait to see how he mixes in with how we draft this year and how we go in free agency and how we go about. And I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you heard, because you're a pretty big Niner fan, obviously, that, Kittle didn't want anything to do with endorsements, and he just wanted to straight up just work. And I was seeing him doing footwork drills and all this and that. And I'm like, most tight ends like Travis Kelce, Zach Ertz, they're probably partying or, not
doing
working as hard as Kittle, but I just
commercials.
Can't.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm
He's
so
a
excited.
standard.
I've never been more excited for a Niner season in my life than this upcoming one. We got Jimmy G coming back, Jerick, free agency draft. I mean, trade rumors, Kittle coming off a record-breaking season. It's going to be a phenomenal season, I really think.
Nice. We got to get that defense ready. What if Akello is as good as I think he's going to be? Are we sitting pretty away? You got Richard Sherman coming off over a year after that injury. That secondary is going to be lit. Now, who's going to play safety, though?
I think, honestly, this is my opinion, and everybody has their own opinion, but I'm saying that we have the number 2 overall pick, okay? If we trade back and are able to get, if we say the Raiders, okay, they have 3 first-round picks. If we say, hey, you give us your early first round, one of those later first rounds that are like mid, later, whatever you want to call it, we can draft. I don't know if you've heard of him from FSU, Brian Burns. I really like that guy, Brian Burns.
The critics want Brian to go back to school. They think he's too light, and they think he'll be crushed in the NFL. He's at 230, he's 6'5", 230 pounds. I was watching this film, and he is a beast, but do the critics have something here with that? Should he go back to school one more year? Because I think he's going to come out this year for the draft, isn't he?
And I was looking at projections. Almost every single mock draft has him top 15. I mean, if he's seeing, just how other people are going in the draft, and this one's for big D linemen, I think really he should enter in this draft. I mean, it's based on him and what he thinks and his family and stuff, but for him not listening to the critics, either stay in school or go to the draft, I think my opinion is that he will be a top 3 defensive player that comes out of this draft, other than like Nick Bosa, Josh Allen, Quinnen Williams. I mean, obviously, I don't think Quinnen Williams is a bigger name than Brian Burns. I mean, nobody knows Brian Burns really, but Quinnen Williams is a name because of Alabama. I mean, I don't know if you know what I mean by that.
Well, no, I don't. Burns is out of they're all SEC, right? You got Burns coming out of Florida State.
Yep.
It's just about his strength, apparently. He's at 230. He is going to have to pick up about 20 pounds at least. Linebackers are heavier than he is.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's a second to third round projections. So the 49ers could actually pick him up in the third round, maybe, or second round to be safe, right? And what you do is you just go ahead and you get Trey Flowers or some of these other guys. Just let him beef up for at least a year. And then as he gets around 245, 250, let him keep his quickness. Now release the beast. Because 230, I do worry about him. He'll get killed by a guy like Quentin Nelson. That's scary.
Right. Yeah. But with what you're talking, then I think we should go. Obviously, we should get a versatile player that can play pass, that can play speed, that can play run, that can do everything, name it. You can do it. Josh Allen. I mean, obviously, I'm saying what everybody else is going to say. We have the number 2 overall pick.
Yeah.
There's no need for an offensive player that early in the draft right now. I mean, we literally have developing wide receivers. You got in the slot, Kendrick Bourne, Trent Taylor. I mean, honestly, the most impressed, other than like Kittle and a couple like DeForest Buckner on the defensive line, who really impressed me this season was Kendrick Bourne, stepping up and being able to play at that level with a second-string QB, a third-string QB, just being able to be the next man up.
People hate him. He gets more hate. I don't even mention Kendrick Bourne. It makes people mad. I quit. So, it's about the sexy guys now. You got AB. Everybody wants him. I understand the OBJ thing. He's only 26. But, we want everything we don't have. But let's see if the guys we got can prove they belong. That's coming up next year. Fam, tell you what, let me see tomorrow if you get some time, huh?
Oh, I couldn't catch you there. What'd you say?
We're gonna go. But, Jacob, Jacob, let's see tomorrow night, okay?
Okay, yeah. Thanks a lot, Ronbo. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate you. Talk to you later.
Yep, bye.
All right. It's JT time. Hey, JT. JJJTT. Now, Razor says, I like McKinnon. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying he isn't worth to be paid fourth overall in the running backs. That's all I'm saying. Now, you see, the thing is, they're probably underpaying some of these other running backs. Ooh, hey, Razor, anybody, remember the running back that got hurt last year with the Redskins? I've not heard anything about him. I remember I wanted him last year. Hey, Sheik. Sheik, this isn't Monday night. Sheik, this is Monday, Sheik.
Ronbo!
Sheik!
It's the Empire! Not a nation. We're bigger than a nation.
I know. I think, was it Keese? I was trying to correct him, too. He went nuts with the nation, too. I did hear that. I didn't hear Linwood, though. That went right over my head. Oh, God. Anyway.
Yeah, Ronbo. It's all good. It's a live show. It makes it fun.
I know,
we gotta
except to the Raider fan tonight. Somebody got to find that Raider fan, man. He gave us Tyrod Taylor. Oh, and I understand. If you're a Raider fan, why don't you take Tyrod Taylor? Robert?
Yeah,
I still remember his name.
You guys are homeless, right?
Yeah.
You guys are homeless, right? You need a quarterback. You're going to trade all your players. Go get Tyrod Taylor with your 10-year plan.
I was talking about Geis. Thanks, Flux Gaming. Geis. What was it? Remember Geis from last year? Really showed a lot of promise.
Yeah.
Got hurt right away. Poor guy. I've not heard anything about what he's doing.
I'll be honest. I hear that he got an ACL, I believe.
Yeah, it was bad
before the
season started.
Yeah, I never really liked him in the draft, Ronbo. He's more like a up and down running. He doesn't go around. He doesn't have the
Carlos Hyde running.
What's that?
Carlos Hyde style.
Yeah, exactly.
Run through people.
And he's a small guy. He's not a big guy compared to Carlos Hyde in the show. But yeah, but Ronbo, I just wanted to talk about tonight is the AB situation. There's a lot of guys. There's naysayers and there's some pro-sayers of getting AB or not.
Yeah.
The thing is, Ronbo, we haven't had a wide receiver for a while. Terrell Owens, Jerry Rice. There was great wide receivers we had in this team.
Wait. Show. Let me ask you a question. Wait. Is Big Show over there? That's what I'm saying. Big Show standing behind you, isn't he? He's telling you what to say.
Yeah, it's right next to the Big Show. I'm the. I'm the starting act, Ronbo. Ronbo, I'm the starting act. He's the main event. All right, so he's waiting.
Go ahead. I'm listening though. I've heard this before. Go ahead.
But we heard this a lot. Okay, all right. But the thing is, a lot of people say, "Oh, what was the last wide receiver went to the Super Bowl and became great?" Well, I'll give you one. Marvin Harrison. He was a great wide receiver. He did really well with the Colts. I think there's a lot of wide receivers. When was the last time we had a guy that was just like getting all the offense all together? We had a great, back in the day, we had Owens, we had Rice together, and that was a great team, Ronbo.
Yeah, it was.
And
no doubt about it.
And I guarantee you, Ronbo, I'll put money on it. They're going to scheme on Kittle right now. They're planning everything to double team him, see how they fix it, and when they
I hope they do. That's ultimately what we all want.
But that's why we need AB, Ronbo, because he's proven. And you say, and I heard you say, Ronbo, like he's 30 years old, he's going to be in his decline. I haven't seen him go decline yet. He's 15 touchdowns, over 100 receptions.
No, next year
he might have
next year he'd probably be okay. I didn't say anything about next year. I'm saying if you're going to pay him for the next 3 years, it gets a little scary. And he's not going to accept a 2-year contract. So, But anyway, his deal still has
right
3
now,
years left on it anyway.
Exactly. And he has the next few years is like $12 million. He wants extension. If he wants, probably wants like $2 or $3 million extra. Honestly, take it. We have $65, $70 million. What are we going to do with all this money?
Yeah.
We have to spend it.
I know what you're saying, but you know what? As like I said, Sheik, and a lot of this observing Kyle Shanahan's offense, you don't need all that money. Guys that are getting paid a lot less money are still running open. If you bring back Jerick McKinnon and don't saddle, you make Kyle Shanahan come up with ways to do things outside of what he would be doing had he had all his weapons. You guys are basing on what you've seen last year. Okay, they struggled. But then they didn't have the people they needed to have out there. You looked that night that they had Garçon, a crippled, broken down Garçon. He was running so open, it was ridiculous. That's why I'm saying you don't need a lot of expense out there. You just need guys that just do their job, as Belichick would say. You don't need to pay $12, $15 million a year. And if they do, they can go now. We can get anybody to do that. I still tell you guys, Dante Pettis is going to be a freak in this system. And that's why I'm saying I don't know about paying him all that. That's my point.
I agree. But is he a one? No, he's part of number 2, but he's definitely he has an ick factor.
But do you see what I mean about needing a number 1? That's why I said my point is by card carrying number 1, is he really necessary?
I think so, because what we have with Garçon and all these other wide receivers, like I like Goodwin. I really like him. And
Not even good. You don't have to talk about Goodwin. All the other guys we have, they're running around open as well. So that's what I'm saying. Why do you need an expensive guy to be running open?
Because he's elite. He definitely will have a lot of feedbacks on him a lot, because they're going to focus on him and focus on Kittle. And then Pettis and these other guys will be the guys open. That's why I'm not trying to compare it to other teams, but like there's some teams that have really nice wide receivers and then the other guys shine the most because of those wide receivers or those tight ends.
Sure.
That's why I say we got to get that talent, because they're going to put their focus on him. They're not going to put their focus on I'm sorry to say, these bums. I'm not saying our guys are bums, but these guys are just mediocre or average players. They're going to put their focus on the 2 great ones.
Yeah.
And then those other guys,
But Sheik, Goodwin takes double teams every time he goes down the field. So you see, that's why I'm saying this team is not just crippled with no talent. There's plenty. So I'm saying they're going to be open. They're going to be out there, and Jimmy G's going to see them. He raises everybody's game up a level anyway. So I'm saying, you know what? I don't know that it's necessary to pay. If he says, okay, guys, I just want to be a 49er, let's not worry about my guaranteed money. I'll take this amount. I'm cool. If he did that, okay, come on in. But no, man, come in and talk about no guarantees and all that. We don't really need you that kind of bad. And some people think we do, but you don't. Honestly, we're going to still have guys open. Jimmy's still going to find them. We're still going to score touchdowns. That's the point.
You know what, I look at this at the same time, like a couple of years ago with the draft coming around, like, you were doubting, the player I wanted, and I obviously have got the guy, Solomon. Yeah. But, he didn't take, we're still waiting, unfortunately.
So, Sheik, let's continue this tomorrow. We're out of time. But listen, put a bookmark right on that, okay? Because I want to hear you develop that argument a little further. It's pretty funny.
Tomorrow, Monday night, baby. We're going to get this.
All right,
Faithful, hit that like for Ronbo Sports, sub, share, Empire, chat room. Don't forget to tell everybody, hit that like and share. Peace, Ronbo. Shout out to the Nile fan club.
Peace, Sheik. All right, go ahead, JT. It was the second time with the JT. OJTEE. JAT. Oh, God. Charles Lee says if Niners will probably just make free agent moves for defense and draft for offense. You know, I could see that too, because like a lot of people think that our offense is sick and needs a lot of medicine, when really that offense, well, it is sick and it does need to get well. But as far as adding a lot of blue chip players, I do not feel that. Hey, John.
Yes, Ronbo.
John, come on in, John. What's on your mind tonight, John? I'm sitting there fighting the good fight, as I always do.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
I'm
doing, man?
Doing all right. Yeah.
Good, man. I just want to say hi to Niner Faithful real quick on this beautiful Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to mention two things real quick. I know you're trying to.
No, go ahead. It's all yours.
I know you're trying to get the end of the show. First things first, Robbie Gould. If we were a doormat and we weren't winning and we weren't going to go anywhere, I totally understand letting them go back home to Chicago. But we're competing for a playoff spot. And the last time when Joe Montana was traded, that told me the NFL was a business. It wasn't emotionally driven.
True.
So I'm sorry, Gould's not going anywhere. He's getting franchised.
Whether he likes it or not.
Whether he likes he's not going to pout. He's not going to be like, you know what? I don't know if I want to make this kick. He's going to be a professional about it. He'll be fine. Yeah. He can retire on a one-day contract in Chicago in a year or two. That's perfectly fine. The other point I want to make is the whole receivers thing with. I know we're going to talk about Antonio Brown until he actually signs or gets traded to elsewhere. Antonio, who won the Super Bowl last year? The Patriots, right? This past year? What elite receivers did they have? What elite receiver did they have?
I've been talking that same song for a long time. They didn't have any.
And
it was Edelman
what about
and
the
Brady
Eagles?
the whole game.
And what about the Eagles before that year? Who did they have?
In fact, Nick Foles caught a pass in the end zone.
Exactly. He was probably their elite receiver. The year before that, the Patriots, they did. Yeah. The whole point is you go past down the last 10 or 15 years, there's maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 teams that had won it with an elite receiver. We don't need the only reason why you really need an elite receiver is if, say, your play calling isn't up to par. And with Shanahan, everybody's open. He's top 3, maybe the best offensive schemer in the business. We don't need an Antonio Brown. It'd be great, but for what it's going to cost and the risks that are involved, we don't need him.
Unnecessary. Yeah.
No. And a couple callers have been mentioning Tyrod Williams. The reason why I like Tyrod Williams, other than his size, he's younger, he's going to be cheap. But I was looking up some stats, and 2 years ago, he had more separation per yard than Doug Baldwin, Devontae Adams, and even Keenan Allen.
And Kyle has seen that too, don't you? And that kid's fast.
Oh, he loves separation.
Long and fast. Yes, and got moves. I can't believe Chargers want to let him go. That's ridiculous.
Exactly. Well, because they have Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. You can't keep 3 receivers, So the only thing that was missing from Tyrod Williams' game was volume. And remember, too, what did Marquise Goodwin do when he was in Buffalo before he came to San Francisco? He wasn't it was an afterthought.
Right. He was just a guy. They just used him. He's a sprinter. You go long. And that was his job, So
exactly. And look what Shanahan did with him. Now, obviously, I don't understand all this hate with him. He's not a number one guy.
That.
He was
nearly 1,000 yards.
Number one guy,
and people still, he's inconsistent. He's just, Jimmy G relied on him all 5 games. Marquise had 200 or 300-yard games. He's inconsistent. What is he inconsistent with? What? He misses one here and there. So I don't get it.
They want him to be the number one, and he's not the number one. He stepped up when we needed him to be.
Exactly.
Which is great, but he's not the number one.
Exactly.
No, he's not. So I don't know. I think Tyrod Williams will be another Marquise Goodwin, really solid sign for us to go with Pettis. We don't need to break the bank for Antonio Brown. Yeah. We may get a receiver in the draft. I know you're big on DK Metcalf, but there's one. Here's the thing about
Don't
DK.
get Terrell. But to go ahead and have a DK in there and let him and Terrell, battle it out. We're not getting rid of him. Man, if you're going to get, you're right though. If they pick up Terrell, DK's out. They're going to go for a defensive player because at that point, DK's unnecessary. Dang it.
And then here's the thing about DK as well, with his body type in that sport he plays. He's it's almost like, remember Jamal Anderson years ago and those athletes with those type of bodies, those physical
injuries.
Whether it's physical, they're more Mr. Universe than they are NFL players. They're like a high-end sports car where the littlest thing goes wrong and they just completely break down physically.
In the shop all the time.
In the shop, and you look at they're all different injuries. That it's it's one thing if it's like you constantly, you have knee issues, but they're always different injuries. And you look at this DK Metcalf, and one of them was a neck injury, and that scares the bejesus out of me.
And they've already predicted that on DK. I read something already. They just like you're saying, his body type is is definitely gonna draw injuries. So it's probably just
So it'll be. I mean, it's we'll all know more at the combine, but it's that's my whole. I'm over the AB. I want to be like shutting the nail on the coffin on the AB talk. We don't need him. History has shown that we don't need an elite receiver to win the Super Bowl or to even compete for the Super Bowl. Enough already. That's it. Get over it. I know it's sexy. Having a elite receiver is completely sexy. I get it. I grew up in the Jerry Rice days and the John Taylor and all that. I get it, but we don't. With Shanahan, we don't need it. He spreads the ball around, especially with McKinnon coming back.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a brand new weapon.
John, we're going to tell you what. Let's continue tomorrow night and continue to educate these folks who just don't understand that it's not necessary. It's so much fun.
I think it was Bob Golick. He said years ago when we drafted Anthony Davis and Iupati in the first round, where he's like, "It's solid, but not sexy. We want solid. We don't need sexy. Sexy doesn't win championships."
Absolutely. What a run!
But you have a good night,
Frank
man.
Gore was in seventh heaven. All right, fam.
Right.
I'm sorry.
All right. You have a good night, sir.
Thanks, John. You too. See you tomorrow night if you get some time.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
You got it. Bye.
Oh, yeah. See, there are those of us who are coming around and realizing they're still going to be running free. No matter why can't I pay a guy that's getting $6 or $7 million that's free? I don't mind he's not getting paid so much. He's still open. I got to pay this guy in excess of $10 million. Same open. I'm saying, why? It doesn't. Is he going to take a pay cut? I got guys who can do this already. 828 Forest City in C. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, and what is your name?
Charles Lee.
Charles Lee. Hey, Charles.
Yes, sir.
How you doing tonight?
Yes, sir. Hey, doing all good. Hey, I really love what you're talking about. It makes a lot of sense. Just to go after. I'm the one that said about the free agency on defense. I think that's the most vital spot on our team is defense. We have besides Sherman and pass rushers, we have no safeties. It was a revolving door on safeties and Witherspoon. So we definitely need to address the safety position and corner position. And one that kept popping up was Jalen Ramsey in Jacksonville. I don't know if that might become an option. He's been talking on and off of him being unhappy in Jacksonville.
Wait.
With his quarterback.
Is he still? I have not checked out on the Jags. Is Ramsey still talking? He was talking a lot a couple months ago.
Yeah, he was talking a few months ago. He's not talking anymore.
No. Okay.
I just knew and heard that he was speaking on being irritated with his situation, with Blake Bortles going downhill.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere anytime soon. And he's young. He's only 26?
Yeah.
That could be a great move.
Yeah. And the Jags might be open to a second round. If the 49ers wanted to trade down just to get Jalen and whatever else they're looking at, They might consider it if the Jags feel like they need a quarterback and everybody else feels like they probably need a quarterback. So we'll see what happens with that.
That might be a good move. And then on the wide receiver position, I feel like, they're not picking up Garçon's option, so he's gone.
He's gone.
You got Dante Pettis, Marquise Goodwin, Trent Taylor. You also got to remember you got Kendrick Bourne. He was showing some flashes last year with Nick Mullins. So we've got the wide receiver squad. Dante Pettis gets the best separation out of all of them.
Just
out
of a lot of people in the NFL, actually, yes.
Exactly. His footwork confuses DBs. And then you've got Marquise Goodwin. When he came to San Francisco, he got a lot better running the route tree under Kyle Shanahan.
Absolutely.
So I don't see the reason to spend millions of dollars on an Antonio Brown or an OBJ when, like the guy before me said, in Kyle's system, you don't need to be sexy at the wide receiver position. You just plug them in, the guys do their jobs.
Yeah.
And it proved with George Kittle. George Kittle came in his second year and broke all-time receiving yards by a tight end just by being put in the right scheme and executing.
And it's like Kyle says, and he's only the third best route runner that Kyle's ever dealt with. So George, next year, you know how he is. George gets dedicated to dudes. That's why he wouldn't do any more commercial endorsements or anything like that. George says, I got to go. George, even as we speak, is probably out working on his route running. I like George. He is serious. Man.
He's working with Tony Gonzalez in the offseason to work on his blocking technique, which is just outrageous because most tight ends, the tight end position does not get much respect like the wide receiver position. They're big tanks. They're meant just for blocking. That's what he did in Iowa. And that's how he fell under the radar and came to us. But now this guy is like a Jimmy Graham / Tony Gonzalez, and it's scary. He's a hybrid tight end that's going to be great for a very long time.
And he runs faster than both of them. George Kittle after the catch has to be, and they say this even goes for wide receivers, George Kittle had gained more yards after the catch than every damned body. That's why I say, when people say, well, he's a tight end, well, so what? You can call him what you want. But once that pass gets to him, George is out of here. You get almost a minimum of 5 to 10 extra yards. So, yeah, I'll take that all day.
And we just look at that Denver Bronco game that he had. And that proved it right there. And that's why I feel like Dante Pettis is going to have a breakout year. I think he would Jimmy back over 1,000 yards receiving.
Easily. I almost feel easily. He just needs a quarterback that knows how to work with him. That's, man, I got plans for Dante.
And that's Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy really doesn't have a lot of flaws. He's got them, but he does not have a lot of flaws. He's got one of the quickest releases out of every quarterback in the NFL. And so with that and Kyle's schemes, I feel like, we can definitely – and the Rams, I'm going to go on them real quick. This Super Bowl, they proved that they won't be able to lock down the NFC West at all. That Super Bowl proved to me you went up against a low-ranked defense and only put up 3 points. And they spent how much money?
But you know what, though? I felt sorry for the Rams because it was Belichick they had to deal with, and they gave Belichick 2 weeks to come up with a plan, and he did. I wish he would have been a shutout.
He proved, what was it? The Rams run the most play-action plays in the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay? He shut down that one security blanket that Jared Goff have and proved that Goff is not ready to be in a big game.
Exactly. I agree.
You shut down. He doesn't go through progressions,
and
they're going to be losing a handful of players this coming season and the season after. So if the Niners can stay healthy, then they'll lock down the West.
Fam, we gotta go. But we're out of time now. But let's get our back and let's continue bashing Rams and talking about what we don't need. I really enjoy this. I really do. Oh, God. All right.
I appreciate talking to you, man.
Same here, Charles. You have a good night.
All right, take care. Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I tell you. See, it's pretty soon. I remember before a long time I was running a poll, me and Trez versus me. Now, I got a lot of votes to give Child Salad some more horses. And then there was a couple of votes that said, get him out of here now. And even Theandra has come around. And Theandra was also on the Trez train. And she said, yeah, it isn't fair. Let the man have some at least some guys who can work. So, I'm getting ready to run the poll on AB in a second. Hulkamaniac. Come on in, Hulk.
I want AB, Ronbo.
I knew you were going to say that. You guys got to see Hulk on Twitter, man. The dude, what was that you had me crying? What did you say we needed? God, that was hilarious. I answered that tweet. I forgot what it was, but that was pretty funny because it was.
I said if AB's big chest and DK Metcalf is bigger chest.
Yeah. I said that's the problem, boy. The chest. You see them both in the locker room banging each other's up against each chest. Man, you keep talking about people. Telling people you got a chest. And Tony, you don't have a chest. Look at the mirror. This is a chest.
It's just like Crocodile Dundee. That's not a chest. This is a chest.
Yeah. That's not Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Hey, Hulk, listen. We've got the running back return, and people don't understand. People still don't fully understand what Jerick McKinnon meant to Kyle Shanahan's offense. If a guy like Kyle Shanahan spends a long time writing up a playbook, one play after another, these things are all concepts that connect to one thing. You've taken Kyle's joystick away from him. This is what I'm saying. Give the man his running backs, and then we can talk whether McKinnon's worth the money or not, whether we need all these extra weapons like everybody thinks we don't have any weapons. Amplify, shed some light on that. What do you think?
I know, Robbo, but think about it. Gould, Pettis, AB, Kittle, McKinnon. Who the hell is it? The defense is going to double team? They double team Kittle or AB? You got other people that's open.
I have no problem with that. I just say if AB wasn't the price he was, it's like overkill that's not going to get. It's like it's like my father used to always make me laugh. He'd go down and get the cheapest tools he could find, and I'd always wonder, Dad, what's up with what brand is this? What difference does it make? It works, don't it? Well, yeah. I'd be saying there's no way I'd borrow your tools and take them anywhere because, my God, people say, where'd you get them at the dime store? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they wear out faster, though.
Right. That's the thing, But the thing is, you got guys out there that can get the job done without having to pay a fortune. This is my only thing.
Rob, I told Nighthawk Fan Club about this guy, and nobody's even talking about him.
Which one?
He was a Tennessee Vols running back, okay? His name was Jalen Hurd. He was 6'4", 240.
A running back?
Okay. Yes. And he wanted, and everybody kept going after his knees. He was 6'4", 240.
Well, yeah.
They kept going after his knees. And he wanted to be a tight end. And Butch Jones said no. So he transferred to Baylor and became a wide receiver. He's 6'4", 220.
Oh, wait. Butch Jones. I remember him last year. I was looking at it. I like Butch Jones. Where is Butch?
He's
in the NFL now.
Ronbo, we had Jalen Hurd, Alvin Kamara, and John Kelly. Didn't use him at all like he should have.
But he's in
he
Arizona.
Could have made Jalen Hurd a wide receiver.
Wait, did you say
We
Butch
still
is in
had
Arizona?
Kamara.
Oh. Wait, no, where? Kansas City?
No, when he coached Tennessee Vols when
they were all
Alvin
the same
Kamara
team.
was there.
Wait, but where's Butch right now?
McDonald's? I don't know.
There was a big tight end last year. I thought his name was Butch that I was really enjoying last year, along with the kid from Penn State was like leaping over people. But there was another tight end that I thought was fantastic. He was an animal. So, but we ended up with George Kittle, and I didn't even know anything about him. So that's the way that works. George Kittle is like the cream of the crop. Oh, man.
You need to check out his highlights, Ronbo. Jalen Hurd.
Jalen Hurd.
And he's 6'4", 220 now. and that would be a goal line running back up the middle. That's
6'4",
that's
220.
the running back we need to go up the middle.
6'4", 220, a running back? He would
Yeah.
get killed, Hulk. 220, 6'4". He's a huge target. He can't get low. And his knees are going to be in danger again as they were back at Tennessee. I don't know, Hulk. That's kind of scary. His mom would be worried. Maybe. I don't know. Hulk?
But he can catch.
Well, yeah,
He's a good wide receiver.
I'd turn him into a tight end and make him gain some weight. Listen, you go to Haagen-Dazs every day here. Let me give you the money. You go to Haagen-Dazs. I want you to pick up a couple pints every day. I want you to eat one twice a day. All right? Let's get some size up here, son. And stay in that weight room until I tell you to come out. All right? And we're going to make you into a football player. Let me really work on him. Boy, he'd be feeling. If I give him the right flavor of Haagen-Dazs, he'll eat it too. Lots of protein in that milk. Oh, man. Oh, we got to go. I'm going to look for you tomorrow, okay?
I want to shout out the 49ers hit squad.
All right.
Bashar, Big Show, Mahoney, Sheik, Kenny,
Yeah.
Nighthawk, Razor, Big Bad Booty Daddy.
What?
And anybody else that's in there.
Is Robert Kraft in the conversation now? Big Bad Booty Daddy? I wish I could have seen who Robert was talking to. All right, Show, we got to go. I mean, Show. Everybody's Show now. Show, you're making me crazy. I can't even get your name out of my head. Hulk, I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Did Show leave? I made him mad, huh?
I'm up.
Hey, it's Stone Cold. Slick Austin. Stone Cold. What's up, man? What do we owe the pleasure? As
Your 49ers faithful. Give me a hell yeah.
Slick. That was perfect. Slick, do it again.
You're 49ers faithful. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, God. Throw him a beer. Slick, what's been up, man? We haven't talked to you in like forever. What are you up to, man?
Finally.
Yes.
And I do mean finally.
He's reading his own show. Slick is, with the invitations, he's awesome, ain't he? Oh, hey, Trey. You ain't Trey no more. We got another Trey.
You know, I gotta check in from time to time. I've been listening, bro. I've been listening.
We do have a number of characters on this show, don't we? Boy. But Slick,
we gotta come in and we gotta represent because we got all this Trader fans and our mascot, AKA.
Did you check out that Raider fan tonight calling in here and giving us Tyrod? Man, what? Y'all need Tyrod Taylor. We ain't having no quarterback problems. And I tell you something, Gruden's gonna Derek's got one more year to drive around his car. Boy, that's it. I'm gonna laugh. Gruden don't play.
Tell you, man. We got Rudy over here. Like he's a classic Niner fan. He don't want to accept it, but
He just can't take it. He can't do it. He's gonna come out soon.
I remember last time he called. He went to cry in the car.
Well, we had Cooper Kupp.
Man, shit, we had Jimmy G.
I mean, really, and he wouldn't accept it from us earlier. Well, guys, injuries are part of the game. Oh man, I don't believe you said that. Oh no.
Man, all I could think was they only scored 3 because they had Jared G.
That rhyme has been working a long time. But you know what's really funny? You know, everybody's going to exploit the G child next year. Because, see, golf, if he thinks, Belichick has exposed him now. He can't think quickly on his feet. He does not have the ability to ad-lib yet. He is McVay's boy from beginning to end. McVay tells him everything to do. But if he's all of a sudden got to think and figure out what to do, whoa, man, he melts down all the way to the ground.
Yeah, I remember when looking at the Kansas City Patriot game, and there was the final score, and I saw Brady's face, like with this big relief in his face, this look, like he already knew he was going to win that Super Bowl. So he knew the Rams were going to be anything. So he already had that, like he was already like thinking he was going to win that Super Bowl. But getting back to us, I think that we really got to sign a proven defensive end, tackle, or whatever, edge rusher.
Which one you like?
We need to. I mean, either we get a beast in the draft, or we some type of free agent that could be really dominant. Because
just ain't none.
Since I can remember,
everybody's tagging them dudes. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence can't get out of Texas. Clowney's not gonna get out of Texas. They even signed. I think they flagged. They're getting ready to flag D Ford. The Seattle Seahawks understand. It's like Pete Carroll saying, "You'll get him out of my cold, dead hands." I mean, come on, Carroll. What's wrong with you, man? He's only a football player. So these guys are holding on to the premier edge rushers, except for Belichick. You know how Belichick is. I don't care. I'm going to the Super Bowl whether he's here or not. Doesn't matter to me. Like that?
Every time we had like that dominant front, that with the Smith brothers, even back in the day, it was Brian
Charles
Jones, Stumblefield, Andre Carter, Julian Peterson. It was always somebody.
Yeah.
Like, so it made it easy for the rest of us, for the rest of them.
Get one.
So
I agree.
So I mean, we thought that was going to be those Twin Towers are going to be dominant. Both 6'7". How could you not be so dominant when you're 6'7"? I'm like, shame on y'all. But anyway, Defoe needs at least one more. He needs one more, and then he'll do his thing. But as far as Antonio Brown goes, we never had this type of opportunity against a type of player of that caliber. So I thought that year we got Deion Sanders. He was the biggest big mouth of that era, and I thought he was going to be a problem.
Undefeated,
but he was dominant, and I think that's. I mean, I know we could win games we could definitely score with Kyle's offense, but we will dominate. If we get him, we will dominate all games, and we stay healthy. We got to stay healthy though. If we stay healthy, most of the year, or little small injuries, and they come back, we're gonna dominate whoever the hell we play. I could see it. And as far as McKinnon goes, I'm not gonna judge him that we overpay for him until I see a whole season, a full season that he doesn't get injured. Then I have my opinion. Not a few games, but the whole season. Now I'll see like, all right, he earned that money, or we overpaid him, But as long as we stay healthy, we're gonna make some noise. We're gonna be pretty good.
And it would have last year, Slick. You know, like I said, I counted 8 games. We won 4. I said, there's 4 more games we should have won, and we found a way to lose in the last quarter. I mean, I'm looking at poor Nick Mullins in that fourth quarter. Nick could have ran down the field for the first down, and we would have won. Was that the Giants or the Packers? No, that was Giants. Yeah, Nick runs down the field and out of bounds. We save the clock. We still, it's those kind of things. Nick is not experienced enough. He doesn't know. He did a good job for a kid that's a third-string quarterback and wasn't given any chance. But then there we were with that situation. So, I tell you, I can't wait till next year.
And pretty much, yeah, I'm excited for next season already. The only one that's going to get in our way are just refs. Other than the refs, then nobody can stop us. If we're healthy, ain't nobody going to stop us.
Yep.
I just feel dominating.
And this is not just
this is
not 49er fan bravado. Show me a defense in the NFC that can actually stop the 49ers if everybody's home. I don't see it. Do not see it. I can't. Boy, it's our defense. Now, how good are they? That's the question. So.
Yeah, and as far as Pettis goes, that's my new favorite wide receiver right now. Even if we get Antonio Brown, Dante motherfucking Pettis. That boy's for real.
He is, and he was just getting comfortable last year as a rookie. He ain't gonna feel like a rookie this year.
That's my next jersey right there. That's
There
my
you
next
go.
jersey right there. I Ronbo. I won't take too much at a time. Just wanted to
All
check
right,
in.
fam. Hey, good to hear from you, Stone
You know,
Cold.
Stone Cold, Slick Austin. You know.
Ask for a hell yeah one more time, okay?
You're a 49er faithful. Give me a hell yeah.
That's so accurate. Slick. I'll talk to you later, fam. Have a good night.
Go Niners.
That was one of the best Stone Colds I've ever heard. Oh, God. Are we going to try JT again? Let's see if Hey, JT! JT, see, listen, can I ask this? From now on, if you do fall asleep, don't turn your phone off. We want to be able to hear. Leave that phone on so we can hear that. I can't tell you how much I enjoy that. I want to do it so bad. Hey! And when I'm waking up all of a sudden. Oh! It's like my dad used to be so bad about that. He'd be doing that on the sofa. And I come by, Daddy! Boy, don't do that. You get hurt doing that. That's why I used to stand back. After a while, I had to do it. I stand back a distance. Daddy! Ronnie, have you lost your damn mind? You got to meet my dad to know how silly he was. Could be what my problem is. It's genetic. Where are we here? Oh, yeah. Hey, Jorge Silos! He says Dante Pettis is a real cool dude in person. He had no problems taking a picture with my daughter and gave her an autograph. Real cool natured dude. Yo, we told him to swag out in the end zone. Dante, he's not a celebration guy in the end zone, though. That's what I like about him. The dude, 208133. He said, I'm so excited, bro. And then we got free agency right after. Combine. Next week, baby boy. Paul Salvi. McKinnon will be a shorter version of Roger Craig. And Ricky Waters. I'm telling you, man, people gonna stop talking about, man, we don't know about this dude, man. You gonna know about this dude soon. I got all the faith in the world. I see McKinnon play in Minnesota. Remember, he's that dude who ran coast to coast to us the year before last. That's why I know McKinnon, boy, got this coach with him. Look out. Leroy Phillips Sr. says, Mike Maelko, that covers the Niners, says he has word out of Pittsburgh. 3 teams have contacted them about AB. Teams will be named in the week. No, he put that out a few days ago. I saw that. But Pittsburgh is probably lying. You know, you got to say things like that to make other people think that your man is in demand. So I want to hear about these 3 teams. Most of them, if Pittsburgh, what if it's Cleveland and Cincinnati? Steelers aren't going to give them up to their division. Belichick might be involved. I could see that. Cynthia, she said we should tag Gould and realize kicking is a mental game, but biz is biz. Franchise tag Gould if we don't have good alternatives. It is a business. Robbie's got to. He may have to come to grips with that, and he's not. I just realized that he's not going to go out there and miss nothing. Robbie, if he wants to leave San Francisco, he's got to continue to put on a good show to remain attractive. So he's not going to go out there and mess up. It only ruins his own value. Paul Salvi says he's a kicker. If he goes, he goes. We save money there. I'm sure we'll find someone capable. Paul, there's a lot of bad kickers out there. There's a lot. There's way more bad kickers than there are good ones. That's the scary thing. Green Lantern, franchise Robbie if you have to until we get better in the red zone. He's our MVP. By the way, did you see that guy all You know the guy that's got on Twitter kicking 75-yard field goals and actually clearing the goalpost by extreme heights? I don't know if that's trick photography. Somebody came in and challenged him. What? Anyway, somebody came and challenged and says, yeah, a lot of us can do that when we're not under pressure. I said, no, not a lot of us can do that, pressure or otherwise. I accuse him of trick photography. He hasn't answered me yet, though. Daryl Ray Jr., what's up, fam? Anthony Baker, has anybody heard this? This Sissy Wilson wants to play for the Giants because of his girlfriend wants him to. Anthony, you know what's so funny? Because I heard that Sierra wants to go to New York because Seattle is not an entertainment mecca. But the Giants are saying Russell Wilson is literally not a Giant. I had to laugh. I'm sitting there listening to my portfolio, and I couldn't stop laughing. Well, the Giants are not interested in Russie Wilson, probably because he's not a Giant, and they made that pretty clear. But no, they didn't say that about Russ. They said that about Earl, what's his name? Ray, the new kid that's coming to the league. He's a small guy. I don't know why I lost his name all of a sudden. Anyway, the one that I'm telling you that the Cardinals are going to definitely let Rosen go and take him. Anyway, they think he's not a Giant, literally, and neither is Russ Wilson. What is that quarterback's name? Now I'm Kyler Murray. Yeah, see, Giants don't like little people. Would they please stop with that? Hey, Coach says I have detailed files: cornerback, free safety, edge, linebacker, wide receiver, tight end, offensive tackle through draft. Free agency also changes in every personnel group, but you got to tune into my channel to find out who this week. All right. And Dominic Winters says, what's up, Dominic? The Gambler. Breida is better. There it is. The Gambler has spoken. And Gambler, we will be keeping. Let's remember what we both said. No, you know what though? Breida is probably the better running back. I don't doubt that. I bet he is, because Matty B is a bad dude. I had no idea he was that kind of bad. I knew he was good, but I'm talking badass. Ronnie Roberts McKinnon might be a good back for us. I'm just saying he hasn't shown nothing so far with the Niners. I don't care what he did with the Vikings. It's all about now. Well, there you go. And that's what I'm saying. Let's see what he can do. And then get rid of the coin and make the judgment. He hasn't done anything with us. We haven't seen him do a thing yet. How do we assume one way or the other? I still think he's going to be good. Some think maybe they don't know. But I think I see him in Vikings, and I think with listen, put it this way. Matty B and Mostert, and even in some case Jeff Wilson, you think all those guys are better than Jerick McKinnon? And they all look good. We'll see. Daniel Rhea, tag and trade gold. Scotty McKnight, sup? Ronbo and 49 Empire. Ronnie Roberts goes on to say Raheem Mostert is a piece as well. With this offense, he's as shifty as hell and fast. Who else is like that? Jorge Sinos, hey, he says, hey, just love when you and other Niner gang blaze the live airwaves with raw fire. Realness so these haters can feel this. If they step in here, they step it in. Lava! Get a magma burn, baby. Adrian Martinez. What's up, Adrian? Yeah, Jim Thorogood. He said, I still think if we pick up Butler and DK with Pettis and Goodwin in the slot with George. Spellcheck doesn't like the way Pettis' name is spelled. We can't lose. And Jorge also says, hey, here we go with the show. It's on my mind and in line for the prospects to shine. They better grind. It's time to crack off the combine. Boy, Jorge, man, Jorge, you got skills. Fam, it's time to go eat. I know it's late, but food is always fun. Fam, be sure to hit that like for me, please. Oh, I missed some? Uh-oh, there he is. Wait. Let me see what I do, Sean. I be listening, bro. Hey, Sean! Mark Espinoza. His question is, do we keep Juice or trade him? Ooh, no. Juice is part of the master plan. See, this is why I'm saying, when you see Kyle is like, remember when Sylvester Stallone went out looking for the Expendables and he had to have certain guys? See, this is what people don't understand of what Kyle is doing. He's assembling a kill squad. Everybody has their own special talents. And then they're going to light up. I wonder who plays a Terry Crews part. Who would that be? That'd probably be Juice. So now they're not going to about to trade Juice. He's too intricate in this offense. Jim Thurgle says, how about not to mess up everyone's Jimmy dream, but why couldn't we pull the same Arizona trade, Jimmy to Jacksonville for number 7, Ramsey a number 2 pick, Kyler at 7, pick Bosa at number 2. It's a Kyle and Kyler show. Jimmy, you like Kyler Murray that much? I think I'd rather Jimmy G. There's something about G that makes me feel confident. Once he gets on the program, I do see him being an absolute force because he's very cerebral. His quick thinking and release, I don't see any match for it. Mahomes has that ability, but Mahomes, I think he's not as refined. Well, we'll see. But I do like Jimmy. I don't see them getting rid of him. Michael Hahn is all right, Rumble. If Gould still wants to leave, let him leave. It's like a girlfriend you got that wants to keep going back to her ex, even though she's with you. Nasty feeling, isn't it? You already know they ain't going to last when he does bad. Could you see Robbie about 3-4 weeks into the season? Bears lose 0-4. Hey, yeah, Kyle, it's me. Robbie. Yeah. No, I was just, oh, okay. Yeah. No, we'll be fine. I know we've lost the first 4, but we'll, no, I was actually just wanted to know if, I was going to be in town next week. I was wondering if, oh, okay. All right. No, well, listen, let me know if there's any opening. Okay. You know, you can't come back after that. So, Robbie's got to think hard on this. And Jordan Kelly says, I do not care who does or who it happens, but I want to see touchdowns in quantities that rival top all-time NFL offenses. I need a holla for our future draft class of 2019. For the 2019 class. I know! They're coming in, I'm telling you right now. The sophomore slump guys, Trent Taylor, Akello, Colbert, who else did we pick up? Solomon T. That's a lot of guys that need to step up. Hey, but we had a couple. You look at DJ Jones was in that class. I think Jones is going to want a job. You got George Kittle. I got to go back and look at that class and see who else did. Ruben, boy, Redskins get Ruben. I'm gonna be watching the Redskins every week. Like I watch the Raiders and I watch the Rams every week just because I want to see them lose. Right? I'm gonna be watching the Redskins now. Ruben really pissed me off. Easy the third. Yo, I'm gonna make a strain and it's gonna be called. What is a strain? What is a strain? Easy the third. Get back and I need more details on that one. Alexander Wong says $5 million is not a lot for an automatic kicker like Gould. When you have 65 to 70 million in cap space, I agree with that. I don't mind paying him at all. I just hope he feels like he really wants to stay with us. It's my only scary. Natty Joe Empire, much love and respect. Right, thanks, Natty Joe. Jorge, more rhymes from Jorge. Check him out. Yo, Ronbo, 'tis the season for the 49ers bang out season. For all good reason. Holla at your boy, the real McCoy. Jorge! Oh, hey, I love the rhymes, boy. We got some more. Hey, And Jeff Tan, are you going live during the 40-yard dash? Joy, Jeff, I don't know. It's an idea. The combine is the kind of thing I want to be for certain positional groups. If I don't really care for the. Okay, you know what? Let me think. We're looking for edge rushers, right? But there's not a lot of excitement watching defensive linemen, huh? Wide receivers. Okay. Maybe for sure we do wide receivers. And cornerbacks. Because, don't they run those guys together in the combine? Okay, more plans later. I'll see you tomorrow, though. Fam, hit that like Monday Night Raw. I'll see ya. Special thanks tonight also for Theandra, tonight's GM. Where was I now?